Well, as I see, there's nobody currently watching, and funny enough, we weren't talking about anything weird or inappropriately prior, like the last couple of people I've been talking to. But this is Panda's
I mean, we
Arena.
can talk about my ball sack if you want. Like, I mean,
Eh.
if that's gonna get people to watch. Like, I mean, I got a giant ball sack. It holds like 8 to 10 balls. Mostly
Yeah,
soccer balls, some dodgeballs. Like, it just depends on the day.
right. You did take the barbell out of practice, right?
No,
Oh, I'm just
I
glad.
wasn't wearing a nut cup either.
I'm really glad on both ends on that one then. But so today, don't I have with me is Zach, um, the one of the captains
Wow, can
for
you talk?
huh?
Can you talk?
No, I bit my tongue while wrestling with Joe, so it's been kind of just
I gotcha. Well,
so
don't let Joe headbutt you.
no.
That simple.
I brought it was when I brought my chin down. I caught
Yeah, okay.
Joe's head, top of his head, and I bit my tongue, and I'm like,
Yeah, sorry. I'm digging with my phone. I'm currently in the process of signing up for the
oh,
Armored Combat Academy
yeah, I
app.
haven't pulled that up yet. I'm still on my Panda's Arena Panda display screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got Zach, and we're just gonna sit here and talk about Buhurt, and hopefully it says Buhurt
My phone's like spazzing the fuck out.
talking with the hopefully I spelled that right. Talking with the llama.
The llama.
The llama and the panda. So,
Why don't you just go get the llama mask?
oh, mine's out in the garage.
Yeah, mine's upstairs.
Yeah. So, here we have myself and Zach. And oh shit. I'm assuming that was
Apparently,
Cody.
my phone does not like this app.
No?
No, it keeps like force closing it.
Interesting.
You know, every
So
time I'm trying to sign up for it.
evidently Cody forgot I was streaming again at 8 o'clock.
Well,
Normally he's the one that's always writing me on, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Why aren't you started yet? Hi, Cody. Missed you at practice today, buddy.
yeah. Why the hell weren't you at practice?
Because he lives 2 hours away.
So
I know, a
I
little.
drive 2 hours to Omaha fucking all the time.
I was literally driving when it started. Practice or the stream?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm out of water.
stream. That
Ooh.
didn't look like water.
No, that was leftover of some of my tea.
I'm like, that looked like chew.
Nope. Tea.
So, as you can tell, next to Zach, there are 3 helmets next to him.
Courtesy of Alan Bishman from Bishman Armory.
Yes, we all got our boots in last week,
Last week, yeah.
Thursday,
Last Thursday or Friday.
Thursday,
No, it was last Friday.
Friday.
Um,
Yeah.
I
So,
need to pull up.
funny enough, the old helmet that I have, which funny enough is at Zach's house right now, is 19.4 pounds. Didn't realize how heavy that was until we actually weighed it. The Barboot, which is the smallest of the 3 that we had ordered, is only 13 pounds. That is a significantly drastic weight difference.
Oh, I can't remember my Twitch shit.
Oh no. And also, if I'm talking a little funny, I bit my tongue today while grappling with Joe the Juggernaut. So, yeah, that was fun.
I'm glad he's getting back into.
God damn, I forgot his hat again. No, you know who was talking shit today? Davis.
Yeah.
At practice, yeah. Because Cody said he should have been talking shit. I'm like, nope, I wasn't talking shit. But Davis was talking shit. And called me a couple names, and Curtis was like, hey, I give you permission to pick him up and slam him on the ground. So we all know what happened in practice today.
Yeah, he got manhandled.
Oh, yeah. Kind of upset it wasn't captured on video, but also kind of glad. But, yeah, it was so satisfying to actually be able to pick him up and then throw him on the ground. And he just, you heard all of the air just go out of him, like, ugh. And everybody just stood there just like, he just did that. It was very entertaining. But yeah, no. So Zach had also gotten a bar boot, which yours is the largest.
Yes, mine's the largest, which is fucking weird, but
and is 13.4 pounds or something like that.
So it was 13.8. I took off all of the
13.8.
the added neck plates. These are all hardened steel. This is actually like 1.2 pounds worth
Holy
of neck
shit.
plates. They're fucking heavy. So mine actually weighs like 12.8 right now.
Okay.
So it's a little bit lighter than yours is, but yours still has the neck plates over the front collarbones here, which is where Benjamin sent him with, which for me and you isn't really needed. So we're talking about putting them over
Moving
this way,
them back.
laying them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're over the top of the collarbone to help with protection of that. The biggest thing is I have to finish my mantle. Is they want to pull off things now, but I'm redoing the mantle on it.
Nice.
Haha. So up overhead. And that's actually the back of it. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, so this will actually fully cover the lobster tails and stuff on them, instead of being a little short like the ones that came with them are, which work great, but just weren't to my liking. So
yeah, and I gotta figure out. So like, I don't have a heraldry that I know of. So I might have to get with you on that to see if there's
I
something.
can get you a. I can talk to a buddy of mine that does some of our heraldry work, and get you stuff.
But I don't want to stop.
Oh no, the Twitch site was fucking.
Oh, wigging out.
All crazy.
Gotcha. And then Ashley's helmet is the So my helmet's actually the smallest out of the three that shipped, which is kind of funny. And then Ashley's, which is the second largest.
Yeah.
Hers weighs the most at 15 and a half.
Hers is like 15 pounds on the dot, and I was like, I don't understand why it's that damn heavy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. It's fucking heavy.
Yes, Cody. Yes, hers is bigger than mine, unfortunately.
But trying to get logged into my damn Twitch account, and of course, because I had to reformat and reinstall everything on my fucking PC. So, none of my stuff is
cooperating correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so I know. So, what we have for this month at least, not event-wise, it's not an event, it's just something we're going to go do to support another fighter, is go to his MMA fight. And that'll be next Friday, the 24th.
Yeah.
So there's
course.
there's 10 of us going.
So right now there is 14. 12. Sorry, 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what it is Dan Hornbuckle, who fights with Kinaz. He's one of Kinaz's fighters. He is also a MMA fighter. And he is fighting out in Davenport, Iowa, for a 3-day giant MMA event. And he's fighting Friday night, the 24th. And so a bunch of us we're all in Buhurt together. We all enjoy it. So we're going out as a team to help show support for him. And just show that, the different fighting communities, whether it be MMA, whether it be Buhurt, whether it be judo, taekwondo, sado, whatever it is, that we all kind of support each other and kind of show the love. So.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to go to that.
Yeah, it should be good. And his fight, Hornbuckle's fight, is actually the main event of the night. So, and it's a title fight.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I needed to be able to see the fucking Twitch chat.
Oh.
I couldn't see any of it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it's just Cody giving a shit at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nobody else likes me, so.
Yeah.
I don't have.
I like you.
Well, you're joining me.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, though, because I like you.
Yeah.
I don't like these licorice Jews.
I'd seen them at, where was I? Hy-Vee today. I saw those, and I'm like, those look pretty good, but I don't need those.
They are tasty.
Yeah. So we have that coming up. Do we have anything else this month?
For March, no.
And then, oh, my nuts.
Well, don't do that.
I was trying to get my phone to look at events, and the corner of my phone hit me right in the balls.
Don't do that.
No.
But yeah. So for March, that's all we have going on. Going into April, we have the April 15th bar fights at the Hideout. That is a dual fundraising event. So we are trying to help raise money for the team. To be able to get new surcoats. We want fancy, nice matching surcoats. To be able to take with us to the Harambe tournament in May. But so we're trying to raise money for that. We're trying to raise money to help fund the new list and stuff like that. Because we are in the process of building a 32-foot by 64-foot regulation portable tabletop list.
Which is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's massive. It is national level tournament size regulation. You should be able. I think we could do up to, 30s in it.
That's a lot of people.
Trying to get that many people in that much space is, 16s and even 12s out at Carnage in that size list was nuts.
Yeah.
So, but on top of that, we are also helping raise awareness and money for a family that is good friends with Curtis Knapp, who's one of our other captains from the New Order. Trying to help raise money for them. She was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And so trying to help raise money to help them pay for medical bills and to just help the family along with things. So we're going to be having links out for the GoFundMe pages and stuff like that to help them. Trying to raise much money for them during this event as well. It hits kind of close to home for some of us from Indianola here, where the New Order is kind of based out of, and where we're having the bar fights out, also at the Hideout from Indianola, because Tina Bush, who was the owner of the Hideout up until she passed recently earlier this year, she was also diagnosed last year with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and passed away from that. So it's kind of a hit home, close to home kind of situation that we're trying to help, raise a little bit of money for and raise some awareness for. We're also going to be having Z's Eatery and Drought House is going to be live broadcasting from the fights as well on the 15th. They are one of the New Order's newest sponsors. helping provide some money towards the circus and stuff, and working out deals for discounted food for all of us hungry ass
Yes.
people.
Yes, and then I could order 3 orders of wings, and then they'd be like, "Who the fuck?"
Well, that's I stopped in on I came home and showered and then went up there to go get food and sat down at the bar and there's a couple people sitting around the bar as well and I'm like Ian, I need one order of bone-in wings with hot buffalo. I need one order of bone-in wings with the new Death Dry rub, and then I need a Bremer smash and a side salad. And the people sitting at the bar were like, a lot of food for one person. But I'm a fat kid. I like food.
Yeah, I want to say the day that Joe and I were there, that was definitely interesting because they were like, "Who the fuck is ordering this much food?" Because just myself, I ordered a thing of wings, pasta, mozzarella lugs, mushrooms, and I think it was one more thing.
See, I done fucked up. I just rubbed my eye.
No,
My eyeball burns. It's spicy.
it's so spicy.
I mean, nothing can really see my eyes. I'm so fucking squinty-eyed anyways.
Yeah.
I gotta have to get like, there, see? I gotta get really close. The farther I sit back, the more squinty they look.
Yeah. But yeah, and unfortunately I won't be at the bar fights.
You won't be,
No.
which is sad.
It is, but I get to go visit people who I haven't seen in like 8 years or so.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, like, I get it. Like,
yeah.
you know.
And I normally fight every demo,
Everything you can.
everything I can, and it'll be nice because we'll actually be able to have one of our female fighters able to get into armor.
Yeah.
And it'll be her first time getting in armor. So it will be nice to have that.
Right, right. Yeah, we should have 2 of our new female fighters in armor that weekend,
right.
I believe. Risa should, I believe, is going to be able to be in full kit, and then Lindsay,
Yep.
which will be fun. I know, especially with Kaylee being out due to a knee injury, it gives Ashley a chance to fight with the girls. Um, I don't know who I'm going to put him up against. Like, I might just make them fight each other. I don't know.
Cody.
I mean, that's not really
No.
fair. You put Lindsay against Risa, like, love them both to death, but that is a way unfair fight.
Yes. So much yes.
Poor Risa, even at practice day, trying to grapple with people, man. Like, she got good spirit behind her, but she is a twig.
Yes. She spider monkeys pretty well though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 15th of April is the bar fights at the Hideout in Indianola, Iowa. April 22nd, which is the following weekend, we have a bunch of us from the New Order going down to St. Louis, Missouri. We're going to be down there for the Four Brothers Mead Festival with the Legion of Honor, and I think the Iron Haven group is coming out as well.
And I believe also the Kansas City Serpents.
The Serpents, yeah.
So there will be a nice group of fighters there. Which
oh yeah, it'll be a good time. There was 5 of us that went last year for that same event. It was a good time. It was nice out. It was windy and like 65 degrees. It was fucking amazing.
So better than the weather that was yesterday, where it was cold as shit and windy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I still wear shorts.
Like we had taken our big purple hexagon tent with us down there last year, and we literally had it staked to the ground and then tied additionally down to armor boxes.
Oh.
And the wind was still strong enough that it was trying to rip it out of the ground. That's how windy
God.
it was.
Oh god.
It made it was shitty if you weren't in armor, but as soon as you were in armor, like just standing in the corner, like all the breeze coming into your helmet, like it made it feel fucking amazing.
Interesting. What kind of list were they fighting in? Was it?
They fight in a standardized ACS list. So, think like what we've when we've gone out to Omaha for the NBC events,
Okay.
or when we've gone out to Omaha for the training with the Ravens and Chimera, or like the list from Minnesota when we were at the chapter match up there.
Okay.
That style list, that's what they have. Theirs, I believe, is 32 by 32.
That's not bad.
Um, so it's a decent sized list, but they do have a full portable ACS standardized list. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, because I knew that they had their one at Ren Fair. I didn't realize they had a portable one as well.
um, so they built the one at Ren Fair because they didn't want to. They need something smaller, um, and they didn't want to have to. They want something a little bit more permanent for that one, that location.
Right.
And they also didn't want to put the wear and tear on their travel list for a. You can quote me on this if you want, but a Ren Fair that treats their fucking employees like goddamn garbage.
No, that's what they were saying when I was talking to them. When I was talking to them, they're like, "Yeah, honestly, we don't even know if we're going back to them next year."
Yeah, like the people that run that Ren Fair treat their acts and like the entertainment there like garbage, and it's not good.
No. So we have those two next month.
Yep. Um, Chewing on licorice every time.
Huh?
So after that, it's the 12th
May.
Mother's Day weekend in May, so the 12th and 13th.
20th and 21st
No,
for spring. That's not for spring fling this year.
we have another event before then. Mother's Day weekend, which is the 12th and 13th. I am currently working with Swartz from Omaha with the Chimeras.
Oh.
For a Ren Fair type event. There's going to be a day or two worth of demos that weekend. It's about halfway between here and Omaha, so it's about an hour drive for us and an hour drive for them. That's going to be the 12th and 13th, and then the 20th and 21st is the Renaissance Fair at Sleepy Hollow Spring Fling event, which is in Des Moines, Iowa, which is going to be interesting this year. One, it's 2 weekends later than they typically have done it the last 2 years. It's also only 1 weekend as opposed to 2 weekends. And it's also the first time that a lot of us that are entertainers there and the acts and the fighters and the jousters and everybody else are dealing with the new ownership, with it being taken over by the county. So it is going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested on how they plan on doing things as well.
Right. Well, before the start of 2023, so back in like October, November, I had been in talk with Rick, who's the kind of go-between right now between Sleepy Hollow, he's the previous owner, and Polk County, about ripping out the old fighting list there, due to insurance reasons, safety reasons, and stuff like that. I don't know if that's getting done. I haven't gotten word from Rick on that. So it might be one of those things we might be modifying that one to make it a little bit more safe for us.
Yeah.
I feel like fucking my knees up anymore.
Right, and especially with the new setup a lot of us are going to.
Yeah.
That's going to be questionable.
Yeah. I mean,
list-wise is going to be questionable.
Yeah, I'm not even super worried about that, but it just, one, it doesn't, outside entertainment value of people getting flipped over the short-ass list, like, it doesn't provide much training value or longevity value for those of us that travel and fight state to state and fight nationally and are wanting to try and make it on a Team USA eventually and fight internationally. Like, it just doesn't provide any training opportunity for us for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's May. So that's the 20th and 21st. And then the weekend after that, which is the 27th, 28th, we will be in Cincinnati for the Swords Out for Harambe event that the Cincinnati Barbarians are putting on out there. That is a Buhurt League sponsored event. So if you are a Buhurt League team, bring your guys' team out and get points. Get points for showing up and competing.
Yay! And
So
this will be our first Buhurt League event, correct?
as the new order, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Interesting. I'm very excited and also still kind of figure out how my new setup's going to be going to the
Yeah.
key setup.
We'll get you. I mean, obviously, you'll be in armor before then.
Yeah.
We'll get it adjusted. And worst case scenario, because a lot of us are driving out there, so just bring all your extra padding with just in case you want to use it. Like, that's what I did at Carnage. Like, I mean, Carnage was the first time I used the new gi setup. Which, it's kind of terrifying because it's very minimal padding. Very minimal padding. And having to fight against Dominus and Kinaz in a setup that I was unsure of how it would hold up, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I brought my my gambeson with. I didn't bring my chauces because I wasn't super worried about my legs, because my legs with my padded shorts and my shin guards and shit are stupidly padded anyways. But I did bring my gambeson just in case the gi setup did not quite work. I took a couple kidney shots from Kinaz. Sucks. I mean, getting kidney shots sucks to begin with anyways, but it wasn't super horrible.
Yeah.
Felt great.
You said
movability was awesome.
Nice. And like that's my thing is I need something that's not 7 years old. That's not.
You don't need your gambeson weighing the same amount as your helmet.
No. Next time I'm over, we have to weigh my gambeson to see how much it weighs.
I'm pretty sure with all the years of buildup of dead skin cells and nastiness and that thing, I'm pretty sure it's probably 10 pounds.
I'm gonna say at least 8.
Oh yeah.
But
the thing is stupidly heavy. It's
heavy
fun.
and it's thick.
Yeah.
So it's.
That's what she said.
Not lately. But it's one of those things of I've had it since I started. It's my first gambeson, so
yeah.
I'm kind of wondering how much it weighs after all of this time. But my tongue really hurts.
Yeah, so we have, obviously, like I said, the 27th, 28th is the Swords Out for Harambe Buhurt League tournament. That's going to be a good time. Just talking with some of the folks that I know are going out there. I have a feeling the team selection out there is going to be pretty damn solid. I know, like, Mary Mayhem's going to be there, obviously, but they're from Ohio. Obviously, the Barbarians. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Wyverns are going. We're going. I think Colorado's going. I think Kinaz is making a showing out there. If not Kinaz, I think the Rising Sun.
Okay.
I don't know 100% on that, so don't
quote you this time.
Talking with people. I think DFC is going to try and come out, which is awesome. Boris that runs DFC is a fucking amazing dude. Great dude. I always like interacting with him. But yeah, there's potentially going to be a lot of really solid teams. It'll give us a good chance to, kind of see where our top fighters are sitting. Because it is a 5v5 tournament, so there's only going to be 8 of us going.
8 fighters.
Yeah, 8 fighters. Obviously, a bunch of the women are going. I know Ashley's planning on going and fighting with Steel Coven again. That she fought with out at Carnage. Until we can get kind of everyone solidified for the Vindicta team here out of Iowa. But yeah, so we'll have 8 men's fighters for the 5v5 teams. I think we have 1 confirmed female fighter, possibly others. I know Kaylee's out for a while because of her knee surgery. But yeah, and then anyone that wants to come for duels.
Yeah.
His duels at this will count towards your dual league. Since it is a Buhurt League event, I believe it counts towards your duels league points as well.
So are they going to be running duels first and then melees? Or
I
do you
don't
know?
know.
Okay.
I think they might be separate days, kind of like what they did at Carnage,
Okay.
which would be nice
Yeah.
because I don't want to have to sit around for 8 hours and wait for duels and then fucking get up and fight after I've been standing around for 8 hours.
Right.
Shit sucks.
That's
Sucks
also
bad.
a holiday weekend too, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like I had to message. So since I got a new job, I had to message my supervisor. I'm like, hey, if I take off the 26th, do I still get paid for the 29th, Monday the 29th? They're like, yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
any day that's a holiday, I we get paid no matter what. Whether you take the day off prior, after. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I know
That's
a lot of
always nice.
yeah. Because I know a lot of places you have to work your scheduled day before and after to be able to get that holiday pay.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Ugh.
Oh, my hip.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. It's funny because I'm hearing you before I actually see you move, so like it's always a weird delayed reaction.
It is with Twitch. And
No, I know. It just cracks me up because, like I said, I can hear you
yeah,
before I actually see you move on camera.
it's like a
So
Chinese movie. Didn't you know?
yeah, it's a really bad one.
God, well,
Um, yeah. So the weekend after that, which would be I want to say June 3rd and 4th, is the Siouxland Renaissance Festival. And that is a event being put on by the Minnesota Wyverns. Um, I plan on going out and fighting with them at that event. It's just yeah, I'm tired. It's a
I
fun 2 day little Ren
yeah,
fair.
I'm tired too.
It is a dinky little Ren fair, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Um, the Wyverns are all good people. I know usually Omaha comes out. The Hellhounds I think are coming out. Some of the Ravens might come out. Um,
Hell yeah.
they try and get people out there. And there'll be duels. It'll be melees. I think Spence is trying to get it kind of set up in a mini tournament format, but I'm not completely sure. Um,
That'd be interesting.
so yeah, yawned once, and now it's just like Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, no, if he does set that up with like duels and whatnot, I might actually try a couple duels. I know I ain't gonna be good at them, but I'll definitely go
Yeah,
out and
man, try it out. You never know what you're gonna like. Like I I like longswords. I like longsword duels, but realistically, like with the amount of like, especially with the way Buhurt League is going with things with the Duels League, the Buhurt League, and then the Outrace League or the Pro Fight League, um, being three different sections within the same entity, and needing to score points in each to be able to compete on a national level and potentially go overseas with it. Um, I'm focusing on obviously the Buhurt side of it first. I want to be able to captain and take our team to that. Um, but I've seen the longsword duelists that go out to Carnage, and
no thank
that
you.
shit scares me.
Dude, even the pole arm scares me.
Oh, I mean, I don't like polearm anyways. Like, I don't like getting hit like that. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm not about that life.
Right? Like I wouldn't mind longsword, but I don't have the speed for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, watching Micah, out of Colorado, man. I mean, he's from overseas initially. He's been training with the Wardens, and I know he works with Shoshan and stuff like that, man. Like, that man's a beast with the long sword. You know, again, it's one of those things, man. A lot of those top end longsword fighters start hitting like polearm duelist, and I'm like, I'm not about that life.
Right.
I'll just go pro fight unless I'm gonna bounce on my stomach a couple times and then puke. I'm about that. I don't.
Puke,
That
have it
I'm
go
okay.
straight up and then come right back down on you.
Right, like blunt force trauma rolling around on the ground. That's fine. I'll take that. But we get hit with a long sword or that
Yeah.
hard or a pole arm. Definitely not.
Yeah. And, depending on what duels, I might do polearm and sword and shield. You know, just I want to give sword and shield a try, and
Yeah.
polearm. I've always wanted to try a polearm duel.
Yeah, no. I'll stick with my pro fights.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out what fucking weight class I want to sit in. Like, that's my problem. Like,
just fight
I
all
don't.
three.
What?
Said just fight all three.
No. I'm hoping, from my understanding, there is talk of kind of breaking down the weight classes a little bit more. Because I think right now, 240 or 250 and above is all one weight class. And I might not look it, but I'm sitting about 247 right now. And so I'm going real fucking close to that line of having to fight people that are 400 pounds.
Myself, Zach Golden.
Yeah, like, people like Zach Golden. That man's a fucking beast in the melee list. Like, trying to, if he's to ever do a pro fight and I was in that weight class, like, it's a bad day for me. It'd be fun. I'd still do it.
Yeah.
It'd be a bad day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, if they keep the weight classes the same, I think I'm going to try and cut down to like 215, 220, which is way less than I like weighing. But if it means pro fighting in that range and not having to pro fight 300-pound panda over here, like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I might actually fit my shirts a little bit better. They might not be so tight.
Yeah.
I stopped buying clothes. Like, I fluctuated so much in the last year and a half. Like,
Yeah, that's why I gave you my hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
You got my sweater. That's always been too small for me. I think I might have another one that is too small for me, so be prepared to get another one.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. I mean, I'll take them. I work out in sweaters a lot, even during the summer, so. Partially because freaking, man, the gym has been blasting their fucking heat the last fucking 2 weeks. It is a goddamn sauna on that bitch.
Yeah,
You know it's hot in there when Ashley's working out and she's sweating.
And
And
she
it's
doesn't.
like,
She normally doesn't, which is like.
I know. As she puts it, she glistens. She's a glistener.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I fucking get up off the bench and it's just fucking soaked.
It's a tsunami.
Yeah. Who just messaged me?
Oh, I have my brother message me. My brother sent me a TikTok. But looks like what? The next one's July 8th. Fremont Days?
Yeah. And again, so Fremont Days, is an event that we did a lot when we were the Order of Wrath. But it's going to being a Omaha event. It is in Fremont, Omaha. I don't want to drive 3.5 hours for that event if I don't have to. I mean, I still will go out and fight with guys if I got the time. But it makes more sense to give it to the team that is literally like 45 minutes away from that.
Right.
So they can go set up, and it gives them a little bit of revenue, gives them a chance to make a little bit of money, and get their name out there, and have local supporters that want to come out, Because a lot of the people from the Fremont Days events that go to it every year, and they absolutely love us, and they're always there to see us fight, want to see more of what we do, but we were the only team they knew. So like trying to, I don't know, spread the love of the sport, like.
Right.
Like, look, this is your Omaha team. They're 45 minutes from here. Go down there and watch them. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be putting on multiple events throughout the year at NBC. They're doing all their things with there, and gives you a chance to see it more. Gives a chance to spread a little bit of love, and makes it to where if I don't have to drive 3.5 hours, each direction for 20 minutes worth of demos, I don't have to.
Right.
So, I got a message from one Dylan Welch.
Oh God.
Out of
Minnesota. Normally,
St.
the
Paul.
only time him and I message each other is when we're pooping at work.
Okay, well, so he messaged me, and he has a philosophical question for us. He may be drunk, as he puts it, but he has a philosophical question and wants to know how the New Order works. So we are currently the New Order. He wants to know, when do we become just the Order, and at what stage in our existence do we become the Old Order? And honestly, I don't fucking know.
Well,
Don't know. Can't
isn't
tell
there
you.
another team that's called the New Order or something
Mm.
in New
Um,
Zealand?
New Zealand, I believe, yeah. They're just New Order. They're not the New Order. So there is the distinctive difference as we are the New Order.
Yeah.
So eventually they would be just Order, and we would be the Order. So if we ever had to fight them, it'd be the Order versus Order.
Our colors don't match their colors at all, do they?
No, no, they don't. I
Okay.
made sure to look into that.
that would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh.
honestly, I mean, if Dylan ever decides to watch this, I don't know how to answer that. Like, it it becomes just the Order when I retire. There we go. Once I retire, then it's just the Order. And then once Curtis retires, then it's the Old Order.
So what you're saying is I have to retire before Curtis to make that happen.
Yep. Yep.
But we all know you're not retiring.
Oh no, I'm
You cannot retire. Which we
no.
found out.
Yeah, no. I have a bad habit of not being able to fucking sit still and not do things.
Right. But yeah, because I know that I have talked a little bit about, which we'll talk more about later, either tonight or another time. You know, you and Little John, starting to make stuff and things like that, and also Josh Patterson, uh, going to be making helmets here soon as well.
Yep.
So, but
And liquor is stuck in the goddamn throat. Yeah, JJ and I are planning on making things. The biggest thing is just getting the shop set up optimally, and I know we're working with a little bit of a space constraint right now, because of having a little bit more equipment than we thought we were going to, um, and then also just time constriction. I mean, obviously he lives about 45 minutes south of me, um, and his work schedule's a little bit different than my daily schedule. So like, usually about the time that I'm ready to like sit down and work on shit, he's getting ready to go to work.
yeah.
So trying to find times to kind of cross over with that. Um, One of the things with that is I am working on getting most of my own setup here in my own home, because then I can at least work on things here and then take them down. Take them down with me when we're ready for like heat treat and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, because like I have pretty much everything I need um,
That was
outside of
good.
an anvil at the moment.
I did see that there was a guy here in Iowa that was selling anvils.
Yeah, I need to look into it. It was just one of those things. Like I have my little anvils, but I don't have a big one to be able to shape things and use shaping horns and shit with yet. So,
Yeah.
which I mean, once I can get rocking and rolling on that, it'll be. I got to teach JJ quite a bit about the shaping side of it. It's all, um, I have to lay everything out for him mathematically, which is that's fine. It's simple. He knows how to read blueprints and schematics, so I can lay it out that way. Hey, engineering degrees coming in handy.
Woohoo!
Hmm. But once we're up and going with that, I mean, we're gonna be making, um, arms, legs, shoulders, brigs, sabatons, um, scale gauntlets. We'll be doing out the gate. I'm not doing Tristan mittens yet, just because they're a pain in the ass. And once I can get a chance to make 2 or 3 pairs and like kind of work out the kinks and figure out exactly how I kind of want to lay them out and how I want to handle them, it'll be a lot easier. But for the time being, at least for probably the remainder of this year, we won't be offering gauntlets, outside scale mittens, for like shields and shit like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I was sending you the Facebook thing for the dude with the anvils.
Anvils.
Oh. Like, they all range in prices depending on...
Yeah.
But I was like, ooh. Because I even looked at them and I'm like, if I had them... Only if I had the money, I would do this. Yeah. So then...
Those are actually nice.
Yeah, they do look very nice. And very surprised on how many he has, too.
Right.
But, July 27th through the 29th? Tentative?
Yeah, so that would be Madison County Fair.
Okay.
If the county board approves that.
Gotcha.
That like I said earlier, when I was talking to you guys at practice about that contract's fully written. It's been looked over by their director of entertainment. It's been looked over by my lawyers and their lawyers, and it just has to go before the council. The county has to decide. The county and the people that put on the fair have to decide whether they want to go with it or not. Realistically, I think we'll get it. It's just a matter of how fast they pull the trigger on that. Like I said, they meet once every 3 months at the moment, and one of them's next week, and then the next one's not till June. And then if they don't have a decision by June, then we won't be doing it until 2024. And we should hopefully have a decision by then. Which, I mean, I get it. That's a huge fucking contract. Like,
yeah.
that contract has had a lot of work going into it. I mean, we've been working on that for 7 months now. Since last August, basically, since we've been working on it. Back and forth with it, talk with lawyers, working things out, because that is a huge. I mean, that's a $12,000 contract. You know, like that's it's a lot of money for one fighting team to pull in off of one contract. So.
Okay.
I'm assuming that one contract is more than pretty much any team in the Midwest makes off of doing all their events a year, most likely.
Yeah. And when it was tentatively, I'm like, I was wondering what kind of event that was.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's one of those things. If everything goes through and we could do it this year, we'll be hosting a 5 tournament.
Okay.
And that's what that will be.
Nice.
So, and that will be a fun event for our fighters. Even with it being a 5 tournament, because like I won't be fighting at that event. So it'll give a chance for some of the other guys that maybe don't make the top 8 right out the gate. It'll give them a chance to fight and stuff like that. So
right.
I mean, like you and Curtis will still fight all that, but I just have so much to do running a tournament like that, especially that scale, because I'm hoping to get 12 to 16 men's teams, and I'm hoping 5 to 8 women's teams for that event.
That would be insane.
So it would be just the amount of time it takes to run that event. Like I wouldn't have time to fight. Like it's just not happening.
No.
But that's why we have things like, you know, Cincinnati and Carnage and shit like that, because I show up, take a team, captain it, fight, go the fuck home. Try not to murder my friends and family in small, tight quarters in a hotel room.
Yep. Next time, just bring me.
Oh, that wouldn't have helped.
Oh, I know.
You being shoved in that room with us would have made it worse.
You're welcome.
No, if we would have had one more person coming with us, we would have been getting a different fucking hotel room. Like,
Oh.
There wouldn't have been jamming 6 of us into a hotel room with 2 queen-size beds. That just wouldn't have fucking happened.
Eh. No.
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 No. Not especially if you were fighting and had to bring all your gear too.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't enough room for the shit we had in there.
No.
I'm also never sharing a queen-size bed with fucking 3 people.
Sounds like a good time, but
It is if you're awake and sharing it. Not if you're trying to fucking sleep and get comfy to be able to get up in the morning and go get your ass whooped by fucking Dominus.
Yeah.
Like,
So
not
next one
a good
is
time.
what, August?
Yeah, so
Sunday
July there's
Night?
not a whole lot going on. First off, it's the Midwest and it's fucking hot during July. Like, none of us really want to fight outside.
Yeah.
I think we might have a event in NBC that month. I don't know for sure. That would be a question for Swartz and the Chimera team, which effectively comes down to a question for me, but I don't have the answer for that at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Swartz, if you're listening. Well, is Swartz running the NBC events, or is it still Brandon? Because I knew there was.
so we are working with a third party that knows the owners of. We're working with Lex. Lex, who used to be out of Omaha, she's now down in Florida. She knows the owners of NBC. We're working with them because the owners of NBC were wanting to potentially do a steel fighting event once a month at NBC. And I know they had mentioned it to Brandon. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But they weren't getting the answers from Brandon that they needed. That's what I was told. So Lex has been talking with them, and I think I think the Hellhounds are going to have their events multiple times throughout the year, which I think is 3 to 4 events a year. And then I think Chimeras or the Ravens are going to try and fill in between their events to get more events going on at NBC.
Okay. Yeah, because
And like one of the ones we're looking at doing, and I know initially I want to say it was going to be in August. I think it got pushed back to October. I think is a women's only event.
That'd be
So,
nice.
yeah. And we're talking like 8 to 10 women's teams, if not more, if we can get them. So it'd be one of the bigger women's events in the United States, potentially.
Nice.
Yeah. One we skipped over, which is a potential thing that I know I'm going to make it to, is I'm going to try my damnedest to, and I want to be able to possibly take a team, but it's going to be expensive, is the tournament in Calgary, which is up in Canada.
Oh.
It's a big event that they're putting on. It's a big tournament, kind of similar in size to Carnage, that I would like to take a team to. And then in return of us trying to get out there and take teams, because I think Chimeras is going to trying to convince people if we can go get enough people to go to take the New Order. And then I know towards the end of the year, I think the guys from Calgary are going to come down and do a chapter match here in the Midwest with us as well. So
Nice.
it'll be kind of a nice trade back. We're going to have a rivalry with the Canadian Gooses.
The Canadian Gooses?
Yeah. Aaron, we have a problem.
What'd you break?
I have to poop.
I don't know what I can do and just talk. I need somebody to talk to because
I know, that's why I'm like, this is a problem.
this is.
I'll hold it for now.
Just get a bucket. I know you have a bucket near you.
I don't have a bucket near me. All the buckets are upstairs.
Well, technically you have 3 buckets right next to you.
Alright. Just one. Wait, is that actually? Nope, that's yours. Poop in that one.
No, you know what? Go run, grab the tank loaf, and then use that for now.
Oh, that's just. Oh. Yeah.
It's already been peed at once, okay?
Not by me.
Never said it was by you. But
I'm not fault-
one of your family members, if you want to say it like that, and even that just sounds weird.
It was the cat. The cat peed in it. And it wasn't like they peed in it directly. It was just kind of caught in the crossfire.
Crossfire.
I still have to do that too. I keep forgetting about that. The weather's been too fucking shitty. It keeps fucking freezing again. Riska's still in the freezer.
Oh.
Yeah, Staircat's still in the freezer. Just chilling out.
Chilling hard.
Just for clarification's sakes, in case anyone watches this, I did not put my cat in the freezer while she was alive.
No.
Okay. She was 19 years old. Cool it with the puns. But she was 19 years old. She died of old age in her sleep. In my daughter's bed.
I was in your daughter's bed, which...
Laying on top of my daughter, nonetheless. In my daughter's bed, laying on top.
Yeah, which was kind of rare because the last couple of months never really left the stairs.
Never left the stairs. That's why she got dubbed Staircat.
Mm-hmm. Was that the one with the tail or without the tail?
Without the tail.
Okay.
The one with the tail is the one that peed in the helmets and peed on all the armor boxes and got relocated to being an outdoor cat.
Which is now living in the garage with...
Yeah, with her harem of fucking male cats. And then Filthy Frank and the boys. They were chilling out in there too. They were chilling out in there today too.
Oh, were they?
Yep. They're on opposite sides. It's funny because it's like a town fucking divided. Like the far back corner where all the fucking like extra tires and shit are stored.
Yeah.
Molly and her little like harem of cats are there. And then the other side where a bunch of my construction equipment shit's stored is where like Filthy Frank and the fucking boys hang out. And Filthy Frank and the boys are some raccoons and a possum that all run together. It's fucking weird because the possum just hangs out with them like, fuck it, I'm here.
That sounds like me hanging out with you and your family.
Yeah. Just fuck it, I'm here.
I'm like,
hey, yeah, no.
What's going on? Oh, dinner? What time? I just want you to know, I was only joking when I was like, "Woo, dinner? What time?"
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I know, but like, I just want you to know, like, I wasn't trying to invite myself, but I was just like, "Oh, making fun of people, I'm down."
Right. We had to go embarrass the daughter and her date that I invited her boyfriend on.
Yeah. And he couldn't find a place in Indianola?
No, well, Sedek likes Who Hot, so.
Okay. I was like, when I heard Who Hot, I'm like, huh. So he failed miserably trying to figure out a place in Indianola to go to.
No, Sedek asked if we go to Who Hot, and I was like, as long as Remy's okay with it, like, I got no problem, so.
Yeah. Which, that was actually really good. And
I mean, yeah, like, I like Who Hot too, so I'm not really complaining about it. And, you know, plus, it's very similar to, like, all the places we go to typically in Indianola. I get discounts and don't have to pay for half the shit anyway.
I'll say discounts? But.
Didn't pay for any of my drinks, didn't pay for any of my food.
And I still could have gone back up and gotten another plate, but I had seen that you guys were all, like, tapping out, and I'm like, I'll stop. I'll stop and I'll be nice. I did get DQ on the way home though.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we stopped at the gas station and the kids all got pints of ice cream.
Nice.
It's funny because you know Alucard being all fucking excited about ice cream was like, oh, he took 2 bites and then was like, well, I'm just gonna save it for later. I'm gonna go to bed now. And I was like, okay, fucking weirdo.
Yeah, no.
That little shithead.
What did he do this time?
He fucking came downstairs this morning, laying in bed with the old lady, you know, just hanging out, talking, bullshitting, relaxing. He comes downstairs and knocks on the door, comes in. I'm like, what's up, bud? He's like, You guys ever stop being lazy and get out of bed? Fuck you, little man. It's like, fuck you, little man. And then I go upstairs and I'm like, so what'd you need? Why did you need to get out of bed? Well, I just wanted to cuddle with you on the couch. It's Pete's purpose of calling me lazy. Now you want me to get back on the couch and be lazy?
That
uh,
he cracks me up some days, like
shitlins.
especially during dinner time, playing with the clams. And
Oh
his noodles.
god.
I was like, cause like I want to say this is when Ashley was like laughing so hard. I'm like, what are you laughing at? And I look over at Alucard, and he's just like playing with his clams and his noodles, and I'm like,
oh, that hurt.
what'd you do?
I took a shot off screen, but I was like leaned sideways weird.
I was wondering if that's what you were doing.
Oh, it like I could feel it in my fucking ear. Oh, that went in my sinuses weird.
Oh.
Don't do that.
No. I thought you were supposed to stop drinking.
Yeah. I have a problem, you see.
Yeah, that lasted all of 2 weeks, like I called.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely cut back again.
Yeah.
You know, like my training's still going well. I'm still eating okay. Like today's the most that I fucking eaten, and I literally had a like a black bean burger that I made at home right before practice, and that's literally all I'd eaten since fucking like yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
So I got done with practice, I was like, I'm fucking starving.
Dude, I went to Hardee's after practice, and I'm like, I am getting a Monster Burger. That's what I'm getting.
See if I can get this fucking app to work now.
But, yeah,
Hopefully.
so, what is it, Corden?
Corden, yep.
Settlers Day? August 17th, 18th, and 19th. Like, I feel bad, like, I don't know what any of these events are. Because I normally haven't had the time to go to a lot of these. So now it's like, oh, hey, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm going.
Yeah, so Corden it's an event called Settlers Day. We did it last year, and we did one day last year. And then because so the event coordinator for Settlers Days knew who we were through Curtis somehow. He knows like Curtis's sister or something like that.
Oh, is that the one where Cody came up, fought, and had the trailer? It was really nice out. We were under the shade.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Okay, I was like, I was there for that.
Yeah, I cannot get this fucking app to work on my fucking phone. It literally closes out.
Oh no.
Yep, I don't know.
I might have down here.
I might have to try it on Ashley's phone.
Hey Cody, water check. Zach, water check.
I don't have any water.
Aw.
I got some Mr. Color leveling acetone thinner. Does that count as water? No.
Yeah, I bet you Cody has a energy drink in arm's reach. As Zach takes a sip of his
My lemonade.
Yeah. Strawberry lemonade?
This one is watermelon.
It's close enough.
Yeah, so Corden with Settlers Days, they invited us back again this year. They would like us to do 2 days.
Close.
My goal is to go down Thursday and set up because I think we're doing a Friday, Saturday. Oh, he messaged fucking team chat.
Because I called him out.
Yeah.
August 17th, 18th, and 19th, I said?
Yeah.
That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, like I said, I was planning on going down Thursday to set up.
Oh, okay. So it'd be a Friday, Saturday fight.
It'll be a Friday, Saturday thing.
Okay.
So that event for them is actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like it's an all-day thing. But I would just go down, set up the list, hang out, talk to people, walk around in armor, just kind of drum up fucking entertainment. But yeah, at some point in time this spring, so maybe end of April. It just depends on when we have time. And then again this fall, sometime probably August. We're going to be doing a couple private events for Matt Neering out of Indianola here.
Those are always fun events.
Yeah. So those events it's a private. Basically, dude saw us fight at our bar fights. Was like, hey, I host multiple big parties a year. Me and a bunch of my friends, we blow shit up. We drive around in fucking 4-wheelers.
Not joking about blowing shit up either.
They blew up a fucking pool. They were tossing fucking .60 dynamite shit into the fucking lake. Like
trying to
privately owned lake, people. Don't get all fucking pissy. There was a taser involved. There was a 4-wheeler versus car accident at one point in time. No one was injured. The car was fucked up. It was what it is.
Yeah.
But he literally thinks we're the coolest shit on earth since sliced bread and wants us to come out and fucking hang out. And we just set up a portable list and beat the fuck out of each other, and he feeds us, and
yeah,
it's a good time.
I want to pull on Christmas this time.
Okay, we'll pull on Christmas. I'm gonna beat Christmas's ass with a fucking shield and a one-hander against him having a pole arm, and then laugh at him.
Yeah, I wonder if Curtis has actually gotten a hold of him.
I don't know. I need to get a hold of his fucking pole arm though, so I can take it off the piece of rattan, so that way he can actually hit something with it.
Oh, you mean his piece of rattan that bent 90 degrees?
Oh, I know. I'm mad that photo didn't save because I lost a bunch of the photos and stuff when I had to reformat my computer. But I had a freeze frame of that situation of that fucking pole arm just completely bent into a U.
I remember that.
I mean, cool that it didn't fucking snap, because if that would have snapped at that point in time, someone was getting hurt. Like,
yeah,
just the recoil from that snapping back into fucking Christmas or into fucking Mark, like, would have fucking sucked.
Whoever it was.
I'm pretty sure it was Mark.
Yeah.
Black
helmet, silver face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mark.
Yeah. No, that would have sucked if that would have snapped.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then
like, you can't polearm throw anybody with a fucking piece of rattan. Doesn't work. At least okay, you can, because like the rattan on Ashley's polearm is flexible, but it's not that fucking flexible.
No. I think his is just so
it's because it's thin. It's 1 inch.
I think if you would have had like inch and a half.
Ashley's is 1.5 inches.
Yeah. I think if you would have had 1.5 inches, it would have been better.
But I mean, Ashley's was also shorter though too. Like I mean, Ashley's is only like 5.5 foot.
Yeah.
Which it's gonna suck for some people this year because I'm gonna be running polearm as a center for. I'm gonna be running a short polearm, like Ashley size polearm, for center for a couple things.
Why?
I have my reasons. Either
fair.
that or I'm having an axe head made like Crash and just putting that on a fucking 5-foot stick.
Use Ruby if you want.
It's too unbalanced.
Okay. Fair enough.
Too unbalanced.
But do you plan on making replicas of Crash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I thought
Oh.
I had heard you talk about that to
Yeah.
Curtis.
I have to find somewhere that sells just the fucking heads. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want. I don't want the handles. I mean, granted, a lot of the handles can be modified to pass. Like, I mean, it is a thing, especially for like one-handers, But I need to find a place to get just the head. I need to. You have Crash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have you bring it over at some point in time so I can look at it again and take a pattern from it. Um,
Alcoholics. Our whole team is alcoholics.
yeah, I mean, you live in fucking Iowa. What is there to do besides work out, fight, and fucking drink?
Fair enough. I don't know if you can just buy a fireman's axe head.
You
Just
can.
the axe head. You can?
Harbor Freight used to sell them, like
I,
just the axe heads.
yeah, but now I think they've put it on stick too.
Yeah. I mean, either way, like, so the ones that I found, one of the local hardware stores here in town sells their pound and a half hardened steel hatchets, which will pass for long axes and one handers. They just have to be reshaped, obviously. But yeah, so that's an option. Um, I'm gonna probably go tomorrow and pick one up and dick with it. I know Curtis wants two of them.
Yeah.
Actually needs one. I'm gonna need one. I mean, it's one of those things. If it's for the axe head is and handle is $30 and it works for what we need it for and it passes, you know, and all it takes is an hour worth of grinding and shaping, cleanup.
Which isn't bad.
No, for $30 and then whatever it takes to haft it, like.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the biggest thing is like because I don't remember how Crash is hafted, like the eyelet on it. I know it's an oval because I had to use the half from Canadian Buhurt, but I'm pretty sure I had to shave it down pretty drastically.
Okay.
So that's part of what I need. It's not a big deal.
Right.
I look so fucking tired. It is fucking
Dude,
ridiculous.
I do too. Like the bags on my eyes. So I was talking to a buddy of mine before all of this to kind of get, I'm trying to get a Discord server up so that, I have, different teams that I've done and,
Yeah.
something I'm still in the works and progress with, and I'm going to get with you, Zach, eventually, and, a couple of my other buddies when they have chance to help me and things like that. And if you want to join, I will eventually have a link that you'll be able to click on to be able to join, kind of see what events are coming up, what events we'll be going to, if you want to come out and support. So it's one of those things that I'm still trying to figure out Discord because I literally chat with people in it and join chats. That's really about realistically all about what I do in Discord.
Yeah.
So,
Um. Almost my buddy Mark. He is a certified 100% self-created Discord moderator, man. He's the guy that moderates the Iowa Gun and Builders Discord and shit for me and stuff like that. He's really fucking good at what he does, and he knows a lot of the back end coding and shit they can do with it. So like, he's pretty good about it. I'll see if he'd be interested in helping out, at least getting it set up. Like, I don't expect him to have to moderate it or anything. Like, we can do that, but like, he's really good at running them and managing them.
Yeah.
So.
Even just giving me like guidelines and things like that would help me because it's
Right.
once I can get the base understanding, I can elaborate and go forward with it. So
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm kind of curious about something though.
what?
How audible these helmets are. Like, if I yell out of them because of everything being right here, like in a lot of helmets, it's muffled because of the visor and everything in front of your face.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious on how audible it'll actually be.
I don't know. You got it
I'm gonna have
next
to
to you.
really watch what I fucking say when I'm in helmet because, like, Tim's video equipment already picks up me fucking cussing and swearing in my fully enclosed, non-visored helmet. Like, he gonna be hearing everything in these fucking things.
Yeah. Just won't be able to see or hear as well as your helmet.
I can hear just fine in this one. I don't have
Oh.
any padding over my ears.
Okay.
I don't. I put padding around my ears, almost like like the headphones are, where it pads right around. So if I get hit right at the ear, it squishes around my head. But I don't ever put padding right over my ear
Okay.
because I don't. It muffles everything. I like being able to hear. I'm partially deaf in one ear, anyways. Like, I only got like 30% hearing in one ear, anyways. I need to be able to hear everything I fucking can.
What?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
Yep.
But yeah, no, one of these days during the week, when you have time and feeling better, let me know and I'll come over with all of my new helmet padding and, we can look how my old one's set up and kind of figure out a game plan for the new one.
Yeah, that's fine. I would 100% advise taking all of the padding that Benjamin put in there. Love you to death, buddy. I appreciate you pre-padding the helmets for us. That shit is hard as a goddamn rock. So fucking hard.
It's not
So
hard. It's stiff.
Oh no. Stiff is me in the mornings. This shit is like fucking just Dwayne the Rock Johnson chiseled ad fucking rock hard. Speaking of Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
How do you make a rock pee?
Yeah. He Dwayne is Johnson.
Aww. Did I send that to you?
Mm-mm.
No?
I follow that guy on TikTok.
Okay. Like, I had sent that to a handful of people, and I'm like, did I send that to you? But
What did Yoda say the first time he saw himself in 4K?
what?
HDMI.
God.
So bad. So bad. Yeah. I love a good dad joke.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I looked up a whole bunch of them for last night, and I didn't use a single fucking one of them.
Disappointing.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking neck hurts, dude. Piece of advice: if Curtis has you bent over, putting all of his fucking weight, double elbowed down next to your ears, driving your head into the ground, do not use your neck to fucking pick him up. Fucking hurts.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, I'm not fucking going down. Like, I'm standing up, not going down.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
It
I was
hurt.
honestly pretty impressed. I was actually able to pick up Davis and throw him.
Yeah, now we just gotta get you strong enough to be able to do it in full armor.
Yeah.
Davis is a big boy. Like, Davis is a big boy.
He is.
So
He is. But,
it was funny because when I was grappling up with him at one point in time, and I was literally on one leg, and he was trying to, throw me, and I just fought back against him and like overpowered him, and he's like, "Why are you so strong?"
I heard that. And I'm like, well, have you not met Zach? He trains more than anybody here put together.
As long as I'm not fucking dying of the fucking phlegm and mucus shit that I've had the last fucking 6 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking whatever I've had the last week, fucking garbage. Like I would still even say, like that's why I kept walking to the bathroom and I was fucking hacking up just huge globs of shit.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah, no, just hacking up huge globs of fucking phlegm. It's still just like bright neon green, like golf ball size fucking pockets of it.
I was like, don't you love that? Like, you feel perfectly fine, and then you spit that out. It's like,
Oh, I know. I'm like fucking running around, like monkey flying at fucking Davis, and then get done, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go fucking hack my lungs out now. Like,
yeah. Dude, his face when you had monkey flew at him the first time. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Dude, that knee to him though, that knee caught him so off fucking guard. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that was good. That and that first kick that I threw, the very first one, that the second round, it just caught him right in the fucking thigh, and he was like, "Oh shit!"
It's like, wait, we're throwing kicks now? Oh.
Hey, Cody does this too. Like especially when going against me, like, hey, like fight me a little bit harder, fight me a little bit more. And it's like I told Davis, like, just grappling with them, and going through practices last time I was there, and then obviously this time and stuff. Like, a lot of it is me just trying to get those throws on guys, so that way they can, the Asai and the Uchigaris and stuff like that, like trying to get those throws on people, so that way they can learn to counter them.
Yeah.
Because that's what 90% of all fighters are going to use on. That's what people train. Like they train them because they're effective and they work well.
Right.
So the more you can learn to counter them, and the more you can identify the setup for them. So like every time I've been grappling with people, like that's the way I fight. Like I changed the way I fight to just do the tactical, the throws and stuff like that, and just try and do those things. Doing the push and the pull and the head grabbing and body pummeling and head pummeling and stuff like that to help reinstate or like reinforce what we've been drilling them at practice and everything. But like, if Dave's gonna get mouthy and wants me to fight him how I typically fight, like,
we're throwing knees and we're throwing elbows.
Right? Like, you're gonna get fucking hit.
Yeah. Because like even little Andrew today, he was like, "So, how hard do you think you were going up against me today?" I was like, "Probably 20-25%, if that." He's like, "Oh, okay." And then Curtis looked at him like, "Yeah, you never go 100% grappling, max."
I was the one that said never go 100% grappling. Like, I just don't do it. You're gonna burn yourself out.
Yeah.
Grappling is a longevity thing. Like, grappling should be relaxed and easy. Don't use a lot of strength. It doesn't take a lot to hold somebody.
No.
Like, because if I have a hold of your arm and I have an underhook on you, I don't have to put 100% wrenching pressure on it. I hold you there, and I hold your arm, and then as soon as you fight back, I apply pressure. I apply just enough pressure to keep you where I need you to. You don't have to grapple at 100%.
No.
Like even when I grapple against Curtis anymore and fight against Curtis, like when he got me down into that headlock and head, I mean my head was fucking below my knees at one point in time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I was like, no, fuck this, I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you do this to me. I'm gonna stand the fuck back up. Like then I'm putting an 80-90% fucking effort to stand the fuck back up. But then you go right back to the casual, you drop it back down. You just match the energy. Like,
right.
You shouldn't have to. Don't burn yourself out. Like,
yeah.
Throw your shots 100%. Throw your shots hard. When you get those good, especially good clean kidney shots and queef shots, fucking rib shots, like, land those bitches. Fucking sink them. But if you're grappling, like, you don't need to burn yourself out in the first 30 seconds.
No.
Like, you should be able to grapple for 3 to 5 minutes straight. In armor, on the rail. Like, 3 to 5 minutes. That's what you're going to need.
And that's
you know what I mean?
Realistically what I do.
Yeah. No, that's the whole thing is, like, you just need more technique, which you're getting.
Yeah.
And you need to learn to throw more. Like, you need to learn to throw instead of just holding. You need to learn to throw strikes instead of just holding. But, like, realistically, like when you comes to you like holding a rail and just doing the casual grappling, you're the prime example of it. Like just fucking relax.
Yeah.
You know,
It was funny
don't
because
throw
like,
in death.
well,
Go ahead.
it was funny because I was trying to throw the God, I don't remember which one it was, but the kick stomp at their foot as
Oh,
they
the aside.
yeah, I tried throwing that, and of course little Andrew steps over it, but he lost his footing, and he still rolled like
Yeah.
a good ways. So I was like, I know I missed, and Curtis is like, yeah, he stepped over it, but you still had enough of that upper force to
You still had enough leverage on his upper body to do what you needed to do.
yeah, to carry him
Yeah.
beyond.
And like, and honestly, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I give little Andrew props because like he's constantly going after you because he needs to learn to grapple against big dudes.
Right.
Like, and if he can successfully grapple against you, he can grapple against people my size or little Andrew or little John size. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or Curtis's size. Like, that becomes an easy game for him.
Yeah. I want to say probably one of the better grapplings that I watched probably was Little John and Davis today.
It's because they're equally matched.
Yeah.
So like, they're both strong in their own rights, and they both have a good enough understanding of the drills, of the asides, the sugaris, the hip throws, stuff like that. They know enough basic understanding of that to attempt to get them in and attempt to do the pushing, the pulling, and they're really good. They're both really good at body pummeling, and head pummeling and getting that head control. You know, Davis is especially good. Like after he realized like everything he tried to do on me that first round, um, got countered because I literally just posted my arm right in his chest.
Yeah.
At one point in time, I didn't even have a hold of his head. I was literally just posting with fucking my T-Rex hand, just bent over right in the middle of his chest. You know what I mean? Like, and that just gives me that control.
Yeah, he absolutely hates that when I do that to him. He always tries to get to break that, and I'm like, no. And like, I'll move my elbow in more center wise, and
yeah,
he's like, I can't break that. Why?
Well, like at one point in time, you know, he had the center control on me, and so I literally just hand on the outside of the elbow. I pushed his arm far enough over to where I then slid my hand up right into center control, and now both of his hands are one side, and he's like this. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna grab me?
Oh yes.
I hope someone clips that. It's just gonna be like me sitting here and be like.
I can clip that if you want later. Just go back through, screenshot. Okay, Zach, here you go.
But yeah, like no, they're all getting better about it. Like, you know,
most
it's
definitely.
Just, you know, we're 2 months into a completely drastic change in the way we trained when we were Wrath. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all about striking. Obviously, we're still training striking. We're doing a 60-day strike challenge right now.
Which we're up to 200 strikes right now.
Yep. Wednesday goes up to 300. Or is it 250?
Thought it was 250.
Might be 250. I'd have to look at the calendar. But yeah, like, you know, we are still training the striking and stuff. Like, striking still fucking matters, but at the end of the day, every fight comes down to a fight on the list. Every fight comes down to a grapple. Like, of some sort. Grappling is a very extensive name in the game anymore. So, like, it's needed. It's needed to push through it, you know? I fucking hate grappling. I fucking absolutely hate it. I'd rather just blitz around the fucking field and fucking wreck people's kidneys.
Right.
Like,
yeah, no,
that's what I like doing.
It does go to from 200 to 300.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then from 300 to 4.
And then 4 to 5, and then
250 offhand.
Yeah.
Oh no, 250 per hand.
Per hand.
So yeah, 5. 300 per hand. And then 500 offhand.
And then 5 days of chaotic bliss.
Yeah.
You're all gonna fucking hate me.
Yeah. As long as I can do it all in one session, I'll be fine.
Depends on how long you want your sessions to be.
Until they're over with.
No, it's one of those things that'll be completely doable.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to break anybody's fucking shoulders.
Yet.
I'm gonna make everyone do 250 of my fucking crossover fucking strikes.
Oh,
God. That might actually kill people.
Yeah.
People's shoulders are gonna fucking blow out.
Yep.
It was funny that practice we had at my place
Thursday?
when we were going over the strikes and shit, and you know, Curtis asked people, he's like, do you want to fight efficiently in the way that 99% of the people fight, or do you want to fight the way Zach fights? And after showing people the difference, like, that's the whole thing though, is I trained my shoulders to do that shit. Like, and I also got in the habit of doing that because I fucking fought for so long with broken ribs. I couldn't use my core to throw those shots.
Yeah.
So, like, it just fucking became ingrained in me. You know,
like,
I could still do the rolling strike like Curtis wants them to do. Like, I can still do it. You know, and in the 15 minutes that I sat there and bullshitted with you guys and was throwing those strikes, like, my proficiency in it fucking increased drastically. But it's just not the way I fight because I fought for so long with fucking broken ribs.
Right. And I tried showing Davis that. He's like, well, there's not really a difference. I'm like, no, there is a big difference in it. And once he started throwing those shots, he's like, oh. Like, yeah, you're like me. You're not coordinated enough to throw those shots like Zach.
No.
So.
And, like, after, you know, especially like the Craig Ivey training event and watching the way he's kind of done things, watching a lot of the fighters out at Carnage, and then getting to talk with a lot of the guys out there that have been in the sport for a really long time or are on that upper echelon of the sport, like, you know, there's always the basics. There's the fundamentals, and teaching the fundamentals to every single fucking fighter is important.
Oh yeah.
But as a captain, and you know, I lead this mostly up to like Curtis and I. Like, you noticed it though too, because like you picked it up on Little John when we were in Omaha. Like, but you went to somebody else that was more experienced with striking mechanics than what you were. You know, like once people know the fundamentals and know the basics, and have that down and have the fundamental understanding of why we were doing things in a specific manner, then you can start pulling them aside and working with people individually to find a way that works best for them. Because everyone fights differently. Everyone's body mechanics are different. You know, I have a fucked up hip, so like the way I roll my legs when I do throws and shit, like, it's fucking weird to most people because their hip doesn't dislocate when they do throws. Mine does.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, I roll my wrist fucking weird because I've shattered my wrist and I just don't feel anything in it. So like, I roll my wrist weird sometimes when I do grabs and stuff. Like, it just side effects of fucking being damaged and broken.
Yeah, and like Davis was also throwing like weird shots, and I'm like, I had sort of a thought on what he was doing, but I was wrong because he was leaving his weapon up rather than resting the weapon on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So we had gone over that with him earlier in practice. So.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, a lot of it also depends, like, especially with doing the like strike drills and the strike drill challenges and stuff like that, like what we're doing. It's like I explained, you know, 2 weekends ago or whatever, like when we were had that practice here, like, drill your strikes in the form of your intended fighting style. So like, if you're fighting melees, don't be doing all of the flashy fucking dueling strike drills. Throw melee strikes. You know, throw the headshots, throw the shoulder shot, throw the hip shot, you know, throw the grief shot, like, throw those solid shots. You don't need, like, doing the fancy ass shit ain't gonna do shit to you in a melee because I'm just gonna fucking kick you in the head.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's not a point to it. Now, if you're training as a duelist, if you're training as a sword buckler duelist, if you're training as a longsword duelist, you should be training in that style of fighting. So you should be training to score those points. But it also means you need to be countering with your offhand. So like if you're training sword and shield, like you need to either be one using a shield that would use in a shield sword duel and holding it appropriately, or you need to imitate holding it appropriately so that way you get the body mechanics down of throwing those style of shots.
Yeah. Which I might have to get with Curtis to get one of my shields back to kind of simulate that.
Yeah.
But that's also another thing is I want to be able to make a new shield to replace the ones that I have and just figure out a way to do that.
Yeah.
So
the biggest thing with those is they have to be curved.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be flat.
No. Which realistically, can't you just like soak them and then just get something to press?
Typically, it's done with steaming.
Yeah.
You got to steam them, which I mean, realistically, wouldn't be that hard to do. It just takes time.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Looking at the like my follow channels. How many people are playing fucking Diablo 4 right now?
Oh.
Because it's the
Didn't the beta just come out for that, or?
It's the invite beta, yeah.
Yeah, and like supposedly you can what is it? Diablo 4, yeah. Chick-fil-A, not Chick-fil-A, KFC. You can get a code from them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe.
I technically have a code because I pre-ordered Diablo 4, so that gets you instant access to it. But I didn't play last night. Don't intend on playing today. I don't really care. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather just go and play the game once it releases. You know, normally.
Right. Which we should definitely play that together. Because it looks like they brought it back into the Diablo 2.
Yes, so it is more similar to Diablo 2 than it is Diablo 3. Just aesthetically, the way the characters are set up, the gameplay and everything else is much more Diablo 2 than it is Diablo 3.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah.
Diablo 2 is better.
Yeah, I did enjoy Diablo 2 much better. Just their whole setup wise.
Yeah.
I just felt Diablo 3 was a little more cartoony.
It was, art style wise, it was drastically more cartoony.
Yeah.
It wasn't as dark. It was a lot more colorful. They went more instead of strategic, like action RPG style, isometric RPG. They went more like mass mobbing. So like that's why in Diablo 3 you see a lot of like the big areas of like 200-300 fucking mobs at a time that you just kind of round up and AoE the fuck out of.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the builds and stuff in Diablo 3 are all AoE, AoE centric builds. As where like Diablo 2 was a lot more of like a multi-target, but not mass AoEing. So you know you're hitting 3 to 5 targets, as opposed to hitting 30. But no, they did. Just reading up on it. I'm a huge Diablo fan. I also like the isometric like or JRPGs or ARPGs and stuff like that. That's why I was a big fan of Lost Ark. I just don't have the time investment to fucking grind into Lost Ark. I don't have the time to play 6 characters a fucking day.
Right, like.
And people are like, "Oh well, it only takes 2 to 3 hours a day to get all your shit done once you're caught up." And I'm like, "That's 2 to 3 hours a day I don't got fucking have."
Right.
Like Diablo, I could fucking hop on once a week, kill some shit, get an upgrade here or there, fucking have some fun, bullshit with friends.
Yeah.
Fucking maybe level a new class, whatever else, and go the fuck to sleep and not touch it again for 6 weeks and come back and do the same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
there was another game that I want to say I played that I just lost interest in. Just because it was so much grinding. Or maybe it was Lost Ark.
Lost Ark is one that you and I, we started playing together because I introduced you to it. I was like, hey, you should check this out. Like,
yeah.
and then like I could never get on the same time you would because you would get home a little bit before I would.
Yeah.
And then the servers were so fucking jam packed that I'd have like a 3 hour wait just to get on the goddamn server.
Yeah.
And I was like, not fucking worth it.
No. I realized what the other game was. New World
Yeah,
was the
New
other
World.
game. And I'm like,
That's a very grindy game too. Like,
mm-hmm.
well, like I realized, like, because I used to play MMOs up the fucking ass. Like,
Yeah.
I big WoW fan. I still love Final Fantasy 14, and like I will always go back to playing Final Fantasy 14 when the new expansions come out. I go through and play the storyline, catch up on all the storyline shit, and then I don't fucking play it again until the next like a bunch of more storyline shit comes out. When the new patches and the new storyline shit comes out, I play for a week, get the storyline because I love the storyline. It's a great game. It's
Right.
one of the best Final Fantasy games in existence. I just don't have time for the MMO side of things. Like, I don't have time to fucking grind dungeons every day. I don't have time to fucking, spend 4 to 5 hours 3 to 4 times a week on raids and raid progression. Like, I just don't. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
That was kind of like me with Destiny, because I'd always have people that, oh, Destiny raid, I need people. I'm like, yeah, I ain't got time for that. Like, I've got this, I got that. And, like, I've got a buddy who messaged me. He was like, hey, I plan on running D&D during the week. I'm like, I don't have time for that, unfortunately, because
I'm up at
fight season.
I'm up till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. I go to the restaurant. I work at the fucking restaurant. I come home. I hang out with the kids for a bit. We have dinner. I fucking either go to the gym with you or I fucking work on shields. I work on fucking armor repairs. I work on armor modifications. Like,
Right.
I work on fucking, like I got your wings for your arms and legs and shit cut out. I got Curtis's
Hell yeah.
wings for his arms and legs shit cut out. I just need to get him fucking heat treated and tempered.
Yeah.
Like working on fucking weapons. I have Big John's axe fully fucking done. It's all wrapped and everything else and ready to fucking go. Just trying to work with fucking Ashley on stuff to like get her gear dialed in and modified. Like I'm ever and constantly always modifying my gear
Yeah.
to try and make it more optimal for my setup. Like just I have so much shit going on. Then like coming into springtime, the kids are going into playing sports and shit like that. That's gonna take up a lot of my time. We have practices. We only practice 2 days a week with Thursdays and Saturdays right now, but like as soon as it's nice out, we're going back to Tuesdays. And if Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays work for people, I'll do it fucking 4 days a week. Like I don't give a shit.
Right. And then, yeah.
If people want to come out and like, if Matt and Cass want to start doing, once it's nice out all the time, like doing Sundays, fucking armor days, like,
4 days
together
a week
with them. Like I'll do it. Like, that's I fucking live, eat, fucking sleep Buhurt at the moment,
Yeah.
But as the captain, like as the head captain, like that's I gotta do the shit, and I always got contracts to fucking fill out. I got event planning to do, like I have flyers and shit I gotta make. I'm working on the new online merch store. I'm working on like getting contracts for actual merchandising. I'm working on getting contracts for sponsorships. Trying to make sure that everything's up to par for what we need authenticity wise and gear wise, and make sure people aren't ordering stupid shit. Facilitating all the ordering because I do all the ordering for gear and stuff because I have a good rapport with all of our vendors, like with Parabanos and with Gillespie and stuff like that.
So next time I'm over, did you get my message?
Measurements.
Yeah.
We'll get measurements.
I would like a new chest piece because that thing needs to be retired soon.
Yeah. That thing's fucking hit.
Mm-hmm. And even if it's just a loaner piece for like demos or something like that.
Demos and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't put most people in a tournament setting with that.
No.
I know what you can do. We can get you a new one. If we get it here in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we can just sell yours to Big John because he doesn't have one.
No.
$800.
I'm okay with that, but he probably won't pay that.
No. Maybe 600.
Maybe.
Depends on how bad he wants to fight before next year.
Yeah. Because
like his arms and legs and gauntlets and sabatons and boots and shit have all shipped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was coming from GS Studios.
Oh.
I believe it was GS Studios. Pretty sure
Okay.
it was. His chess piece is coming from Red Snake. And they haven't even started on it yet.
Yeah, and I had heard that a lot of their stuff had been pushed back
Well, so because
because
he had a bunch of orders, and then he had a kid.
right.
And he also lost his apprentice or the other dude that was working with him in the shop.
Yeah.
He lost him, and so then he's been once he came back from having the kid and stuff, he took some time off, which is good for him. Like, go be a parent, go be a fucking father. The first 3 to 6 months of your kid's fucking life are the best times you're gonna have with your kid. I
Yeah.
love that shit. You know what I mean? And fuck anybody that gets mad at you for going, oh well, you should have been working instead of spending time with your kid. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Go fucking throw yourself in a tar pit. Like, you're a horrible excuse for a human being. You say
Yeah.
that shit.
Like shit.
You know.
I don't have any kids, but I spend plenty of time with other people's kids. Like,
Right. Like, how much time did you fucking spend with your niece and shit the first, like, 3 months, 4 months? You know what I mean? Like,
shh, my sisters might be watching this. They don't know.
oh, shit. I mean, well, it's you know, niece as in my kid, right?
Right.
Like,
You know, like, even when I'm at your place.
disclaimer, we're not talking about anyone related to actual Aaron over here. Anyone's children he's spending time with are related directly to me, not to anyone in his family. So if you are watching this, fuck you.
But like, yeah, even like your kids. How often do I, hang out with you and play with your kids?
Oh yeah,
like-
no, I know.
Alakar, he's always like, "Hey, let's play Mario Kart." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
let's play Mario Kart." Or,
Yeah, like, but no. So he took some time off, and like, yeah, it caused backlog. Plus, it was one of those things that started last year and shit with the war in Ukraine and with Russia and everything else. Like, I mean, obviously we couldn't get a hold of Alexei for a while, who does the majority of our chess pieces and our helmets, and like couldn't get a hold of him. Like, we could get a hold of him. I was still in constant contact with him, messaging him, checking in on him, seeing how he's doing, make sure he's still alive, seeing if he need anything. We sent him money and stuff like that to help out with things. But he wasn't making gear. So, like, a lot of people went into a panic of where the fuck am I getting gear from? Like, if we can't get gear from the Ukraine or from Russia, like, where are we realistically getting gear from? And that's when, like, GS Studios and a couple of the guys out of Poland became so stupidly fucking backlogged, it took them, like, 3.5 months to even respond to a, hey, I'm looking at getting gear message.
right.
And then Red Snake, once people found out, okay, Red Snake's in Mexico, like, let's fucking go. Like, that's when he started getting overwhelmed.
Yeah. No, I want to say even Benjamin started getting.
Benjamin's been busier too, yeah.
Yeah. Ah! Fuck me.
You're not really my type, buddy.
We cuddled enough. It's fine.
Cuddle's one thing. I will cuddle just about fucking anybody in this world. As long as you smell decent. You don't have to smell good, you just smell decent. But yeah, like, I mean, even Benjamin, I mean, fuck, like...
I know he's been pumping out orders left and right, too.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Well, then, like, we didn't help it. We're like, hey, look, make us 3 helmets.
Yeah. And are these his first helmets that he's...
I want to say he's made bar boots before. I don't know if they've been this exact style, though. Like,
I know he's
sure.
made one.
There is another gentleman that is named Matthew Fry that has a Bijman bar boot.
Does he?
Yep.
Does he have the first one, or
I don't know for sure. Because so Ashley had posted on her page, a picture of her and her helmet and stuff, and one of the first comments was from a Matthew Fry, who also is a Buhurt fighter, and he commented about the Barboot gang, and then I was like, oh holy shit, it's another Fry that fights. So I tagged Richard from Order Draconis, who is a Buhurt fighter, and then I tagged Molly, who's actually from Australia, Molly Fry. She's another Fry that fights. So there's like 6 or 7 of us Fries that all fight. So because I tagged him, I was like, well, you guys got to get a hold of Bijman and get bar boots now. Like, next time we're all like we all have to go to Carnage next year and just meet up and we all have to have our boots on. Like it's a Fry family requirement.
Yeah.
Are you looking at team chat?
Hey Davis, this is for you.
Yeah.
No, I was actually looking at Matthew Fry.
Oh.
I saw that and I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, his has the gold trim, where ours has the silver.
Yeah.
But I wish there was a better close-up video or picture.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not badly done. You can definitely tell he took some headshots though.
But it also definitely looks like more of a flat-faced one and not the more pointy version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long he's had it.
Um.
First night,
February
First night
10th.
practicing. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he hasn't had it. So his probably came out right before ours did.
Yeah. Uh. I don't know how I like Andrei Golevsky's barboot.
Oh no, those things are fucking weird.
That looks just straight like a penis.
Oh, it does.
The eyes for it are so massive.
Okay, so you know how Bishman was posting a lot of those photos with the really nice like brass trimmed arms and legs and shit like that?
Yeah.
All of that went to Matthew Fry.
Oh, okay.
I say, and before that, Matthew was fighting in one of the Gillespie
Barboots.
bar boots.
Yeah.
Which, so if people don't know, that is a.
God.
It's so wide-eyed.
Very much so. It's so penisy.
It does. Very much looks like a penis.
Um.
Ours just look like T's. They don't even really look. Ours don't even really look like angry penises. They
No.
just look like. T
And then,
is for trouble because I can't see shit.
right. And then Dylan Welch also has a barboot, which
Yeah.
I figured he had a picture of it.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I haven't found a good one yet. Oh, there's one. That one. Oh God. Yeah, my camera's not as good.
Yeah.
But
I don't know who made his.
I don't know either. I want to say ask the drunken dude. Oh, dude, that just looks so scary. Like, here's another picture of it. Like that just looks so scary, Zach.
Yeah. I mean, it's HMB legal.
It is.
Yeah. So, like, technically ours are not because they have too many eye bars.
Yeah.
One there, and one there, and then one there, and the middle one. Let's say here. But yeah, there's too many bars. This passes for pretty much everything else except for HMB, which it just means we gotta cut the bars out.
Yeah.
These two have to go. Then that one,
On the bottom.
those two on the bottom. These two here.
Yeah.
Which realistically, like, if I'm wearing a gorget, which I'm planning on wearing, I'm not super worried about these bottom two being gone.
Right.
But at the same time, I might, do like every other one and then leave it and see if they say something. Worst case scenario, I gotta cut one bar out the bottom. But again, like Santos fought at Carnage with one very similar to this. Eye bars he had just as many eye bars. They were just situated a little differently.
Yeah.
So like until they fucking say something to me, I ain't cutting shit out. That's the glory of it being a mild steel helmet.
Yep.
All right, this is gonna be really loud, but I got to blow my nose.
That wasn't terrible.
I also was trying to like lean back from the mic.
Yeah, I want to say realistically, what I could have done was just muted you. We're like that. So now you can't. Oh wait, say something. Oh, I can still hear you, but they can't hear you.
So I can just be like, yeah, no, fuck that Cody dude. He's a penis wrinkle.
Well, he heard all that because I brought you back.
I figured.
Yeah, suck it.
Suck it, penis wrinkle.
Yeah. So, and then the last set of events I want to say we have is Red Fair in September.
Yeah, so September is always gonna be the same for us, unless Polk County decides to fuck us over or piss us off. And that will be the first 3 weekends every. So was it Labor Day weekend will be Friday or Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Second, third, and fourth. Ninth and
will
10th?
be out at Sleepy Hollow, the Renaissance Fair out at Sleepy Hollow, and then it'll be the next Friday or Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
the
9th and
following 2
10th,
weeks.
and then 16th and 17th.
Yep. And then the weekend after that, typically not the weekend after that. The last weekend of September is typically River Sons.
The 30th.
Yeah, that's typically River Sons. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that event.
Okay.
I really don't care enough for that event.
Fair enough.
I would rather take that time and go out to some of the other people's events that have shit going on at those.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially for River Songs, we are going to be hard-pressed to find people to come to that event besides us to get outside fighters there, because St. Louis has their Ren Fair going on, Cincinnati has their Ren Fair going on, and I think Oklahoma has their Ren Fair going on.
That's
all on that same weekend.
Damn.
And so, like, my goal is to take, like, the week after our Ren Fair stops off, just relax, do some armor repair, just hang out, have a fucking team cookout, fucking just hang out, bullshit, have a good time, relax. And then the last week in September, say hit up St. Louis. The next weekend after that, hit up Cincinnati. The next weekend after that, hit up Oklahoma. The weekend after that, like, hit up somebody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Medieval Extreme, by the way, for Dylan's Barboot.
Okay.
But and then after that, do we have anything between then and then the bar fights on October 28th?
Traveling and fighting at other people's events, unless there's a tournament of some sort that pops up.
Okay.
Buhurt League tournaments are going to take priority over demos, obviously. I'm going to try and take a New Order team to as many of the Buhurt League tournaments as we can. One, because I want to fight fucking tournaments. Everybody else wants to fight fucking tournaments. Like,
Yeah.
Ren Fairs and demos and shit are fun, but I can get my boys together and fucking fight in my backyard anytime I want. I have a full-size fucking list. I have multiple of them. We're going to have the new one. We have the old one still. Like, I got lists. I could fight the list fucking any day of the week that I want.
Yep.
But I want to fight other teams. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if folks are having tournaments, I'll go to them. If Buhurt League takes priority for us, because that is our home league. That is our home base of operations. Outside of them, IMCF or AMCF would come next. Just because those are the two organizations and the two leagues that are offering the ability to go overseas and fight.
Yeah.
And that is my goal. And so I'm going to fight with the leagues that want to do that.
Yeah. I know we talked a little bit about, you still doing the whole gym thing. Do you have a more rougher kind of?
So I have a full business plan on it. The two biggest things is, one, I will never dump 100% of my own money into an investment. It's
Yeah.
not good business practice. It's not good choice. Like, if I can get somebody else's money to potentially lose, better to do that. Sounds bad, but that's business for you. Like, it's better to lose somebody else's money than it is to lose your own.
Right.
Any day of the week, always. Um, I could realistically take what I have in my portfolios and turn around and have the facility that I want open and running within the next 18 months if I dumped everything I had into it. But if it fails, I'm left with absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, not going to do that. So just working on trying to find investors. And then the big thing, fucking Dylan Wells. The
What
big
did he
thing is
send
just,
you?
because I had responded to him of we become the old order when I retire. And he's like, well, what about just the order? I was like, I don't know, I don't have an answer for that yet. And he's like, I need answers, Zach. It's because they keep me awake at night. But yeah, so trying to find the right investors. I've had people that have been interested in investing and stuff like that, but it's just not been a good fit. It's something I want to do. It's where I'm going to be moving the next stages of my careers, my life, my livelihood. It's what my basic plan is to do for the next 15 to 20 years of my life. Is running this gym in person full time. And after 15 to 20 years, I'd still be running it. I just won't be the face of the business.
Yeah.
But because of that, because that's my long term goal with it, like trying to make sure I have the correct investors and have the correct backing on things is just taking way more time than I would personally like, but I get it. The pandemic and 2020 fucked a lot of things for investments. Um and it made it really difficult. And it made a lot of people really cautious about where they invest their money because if something like that happens again and they shut everything down, a business that was doing extremely well can just go out the fucking door in a heartbeat. So a lot of bigger investors and the guys that I know that have, the ability to be like, hey, yeah, I can go to them and be like, hey, I need $1.8 million worth of liquid investment. Like, I need liquid cash that I can build a building, like buy a plot, build a building, put it into the investment. This is the turnaround. This is the amount of money, like the interest you're going to make. This is your return on the investment. I need that by the end of the year. I have guys I could do that.
Yeah.
And if this was 2019 and I said that, fuck it, I'd have it done by the end of the week. I'd be breaking ground within 2 months. But the 2020, the pandemic happened, and it was just one of those things that like they're a little bit more cautious about it. They're just not as easily going with that because that's now a huge investment, especially with things like a gym, things that take being in close quarters with people. That the government has proven to us that could just be like, nope, fuck it, you're screwed, shut down. You're not allowed to have people inside your business. And
Yeah.
then where you at? Like where you have no revenue, you have nothing. You got nothing. So it's just, like doing the construction thing was a little bit different because you still got to build shit. They still need you for that. They still needed city engineers. They still needed fucking architects. They still, needed HVAC technicians to fucking keep the air on everyone's home. So like, that was all still allowed.
Yeah. It's
But
like, working automotive. Everybody
yeah,
still has a car.
yeah, you know, all the people that were supposedly unskilled, shit fucking workers and shit employees that unskilled, nobody wanted jobs like, fast food fucking restaurants and goddamn shelf stockers became real fucking important real goddamn fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But things that weren't important or what the government didn't see was important, like the fitness industry, got shit on. Which is funny because especially when everyone's fucking at home and like stuck at home or not able to go out and do things, like you need time to be able to, you have to fucking work out. You have to work on your physical health because that affects your mental health drastically.
Oh, yeah.
fucking suicide rates in 2020 fucking went up horrendously because people are fucking stuck at home fucking 12 months, 18 months, fucking going nuts. You had people get fucking yelled at for walking their dog out of the park with nobody around them. Like,
Yeah, fuck that shit.
fucking stupid. But yeah, so the gym thing is still happening. It's just planning, and more planning. Like, I mean, you know me well enough by now. I'm not going to just dive into something head first.
Oh yeah.
Like, you've seen me spend fucking 3 months questioning and picking and prodding over investing $1,000. Fuck, dude. Look, I've been trying to buy a new car for fucking 3 goddamn months. I can't. Like, if I'm gonna drop $40,000 on a brand new fucking car or $70,000 on a brand new fucking truck, like, I'm gonna get exactly what I fucking want. Like,
Right.
I can't even make this. Like, I'm not gonna turn around and dump $1.8 million on a fucking investment without having every fucking ounce of my fucking shit covered. It's a lot of fucking money.
Oh, it is.
That's more money than most people ever fucking see in their lifetime.
Uh-huh.
It's just a lot, and I don't feel like fucking myself over and then have to work my ass off even harder than I already do. Because that's the problem, is if I invest all my own money, shit goes fucking south. Fucking, 5 years into it, I fucking have to close the door and I lose everything. I am then, at fucking 40 years old, actually I'd be like 42 by the time that would happen if we were open for 5 years after 18 months of construction or whatever else. I then at 42 have to literally start over from fucking ground zero.
Yeah.
What now?
That was me. I sent you an address.
Oh, okay.
Then,
yeah, so like, then, at 42 I gotta fucking start all over again from fucking ground zero. Like, that's, and that puts, my oldest at college age, I can't then at that point in time can't help her with fucking college. It puts my son at fucking, start of high school and shit. Like,
starting at Z's with you.
Yeah, like, like it puts me in a bad position that I don't want to fucking be in.
Yeah.
You know.
No, for sure.
Now, if my kids were fucking grown and out of the house, that their college was paid for, and I didn't have anything else to worry about but fucking, paying my property taxes and fucking feeding me and my wife, like, fuck it, I'll fuck my life then, because like that's an easy fix when it's just fucking picking me up. But when I gotta pick the whole fucking family up again, like that's a lot of fucking work. I didn't work my ass off as hard as I did to get here to fucking screw that at that point in time.
Right.
So it'll happen. Just not gonna be as fast as I want. These fucking dudes, and they're talking about fart in team chat.
Oh, I know.
It's like these fucking.
And then Davis sent me his video. Was like, I don't know if it's uploading because I had messaged him like, hey, video. I forgot. I'm like, don't forget. That's how you lose.
All right. Well, you read off team chat and the bullshit going on there. I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
All right, team chat.
Oh, fucking hips. Oh. Fuck you, Cody.
So, yeah, Cody, who is not Rufio Cody, but Cody is our guy, our person who watches us practice on Saturday at the dojo, who stretches us out. And we literally stretch for 15, 20 minutes before we even get into our practice. And we did so many hip flexor stretches. It was just, we're all sore. But I don't even know who Eddie Williams is. Oh. So a video of a guy farting as a dude is squatting. And Davis, this is you. Davis. You fart literally one time. You bumped butts more than anyone else. It was consensual. I don't know if bumping butts is consensual or not.
Oh, it was consensual. We bumped butts many times.
It was, and then little Andrew just wants to try to call him out about it, but it was consensual. So
It was consensual. Oh, I just have to say, fuck you, Cody from Shadowface Kung Fu and Tai Chi in Windsor Heights. My fucking hip flexors, after sitting in this chair for the last 2 hours, hurt so fucking bad.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And I was telling him, like, we do like 15 to 20 minutes of stretching, and also depending on if people start rolling in late, we will hold that stretch until that person is doing that stretch, and then we'll hold it for another 5 seconds, so that person who just got in gets a good stretch in. And it's like,
Oh man, that fucking hurts,
dude, some of those gorilla drills that we were trying to do today,
yeah.
I couldn't do them because of my, like, I couldn't get down that low, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Oh, I know they fucking suck, but dude, they are very helpful with the hips and the joints and shit like that.
Oh, I could imagine. If I could have done them, I would have. Literally couldn't. I was like, I would have, if I was able to get into that position, I would be stuck.
I was pretty sure Little John was gonna get fucking stuck in that position too.
Yeah. I'm like, I tried hard, but it was just no. Oh, that's my llama.
Yep. It's a little plucked when you bought me.
You remember Pooh?
Yes.
my 5-year-old buy at the gas station.
You pass the fucking team and their goddamn plushies.
I got lasagna in the car.
Okay.
He's still around.
Yeah, half the fucking team and their goddamn plushies.
I would say it's mostly Ashley and I.
And Risa.
Okay. That's maybe a quarter.
You gotta tell me if we got a sniper plushie and gave it to Kaylee, she wouldn't fucking fawn over it.
We need to get Risa a toothless plushie if she doesn't have one already.
I don't think she does. See, you missed your opportunity. Her birthday was just the other day, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't know, all my shit runs together. It could have been the last fucking month for all I know.
Yeah. Now I gotta look.
This is why I record things. This is literally why I record things. Because I don't fucking, unless I write shit down, I don't remember shit. So I record shit on my phone. I have an audio recording program there. I have an audio recording on my fucking computer. So if I'm sitting in my room here, having a conversation with someone about fucking business shit, everything else, like, I have fucking my recording equipment set up. I just hit fucking record. Like, I'm bad about it. Like, I have to either record everything or fucking write it down. The funny thing is, if I write it down, I don't ever need to look at the paper that I wrote it down on because I fucking remember it. But if I don't write it down, I don't remember shit.
Right.
Which is drastically funny because if you look at the way I learned to fight, it's
Fuck
completely counterintuitive to the way that I remember things.
Yeah. I don't know how to go back to previous birthdays. I just see upcoming birthdays.
Yeah, well.
Time to Facebook stalk Reese's Facebook.
I'm gonna give you about 15 more minutes, but then I'm gonna get the fuck off here. I'm gonna go stretch my fucking hips again.
Yeah. Buhurt practice. Not what I wanted.
I will say, so speaking of going back to things Buhurt related and stuff like that, a lot of the Smiths from the Ukraine are back to making stuff. Alexei Parabenos, Andrei Golevsky. I know Master Yuli is back to making some things. He's not back into full production yet, but he is making some things again.
She posts way too much shit.
Oh, I know.
I'm like scrolling through and I'm like, I'm only 3 days ago.
She posts fucking 8 to 12 goddamn memes a day, shares 35 fucking posts, and posts 8 fucking playlists. But yeah, so a lot of the guys from the Ukraine are making fucking equipment again, which is awesome. One of the nice things that came about because of the war was them being able to use PayPal now. So you don't have to wire transfer people money in the Ukraine. You can direct pay them right through PayPal, which is fucking amazing. Want to
It
give a big
is.
shout out to Alexei Parabanos and Andrei Glevsky, who we have been ordering. We got helmets um, from Alexei Parabanos coming. We have some from Andrei Glevsky. We just got in. The unluckiest fucking leprechaun I've ever known in my life has one from Andrei Glevsky. Shout out to little Andrew and his very nice ROA.
Shiny ass helmet.
Dude, that thing is fucking so goddamn shiny. Like, you guys think these are shiny? No, like his is like fucking polished mirror finish. It is fucking insane. Um, Super light, like super tanky though too. Like, I owned a Spoleto from him 2 years ago. Uh, yeah, because it would have been Cosmic of 2021. So yeah, 2 years ago. And that was a nice helmet. It was just stupidly heavy. It was like 21 pounds. It was a heavy ass fucking helmet. The one that Andrew just got in from him, I think it's like 13 or 14. Like it's stupidly light compared to what it shit used to be. But the quality of craftsmanship has definitely gone up, even in the 2 years since I had ordered from him. But big shout out to those two specifically. We've been doing a lot of business with them, and they send us cool little extra shit all the time. I've gotten sweet little like postcards and shit that have like different cities from the Ukraine and stuff on them, and a nice little handwritten note. I've gotten like ribbons and stuff like that. The blue and yellow Ukrainian ribbons and stuff to help show support for that. Galevsky sent all these fucking awesome magnets. So they're little wood magnets with pictures like engraved and painted onto them.
Oh, nice.
One of them is a dude wearing an English cross and full gear, and it's on a little like shield magnet. Another one is another shield magnet with a guy wearing a different style of helmet. I don't remember exactly which one. And then we got one that is a little square. It looks like a stamp. It's actually the stamp and the postcard from Snake Island when Russia bombed all the Ukrainian soldiers on Snake Island. And so it's literally just one single soldier standing at the coastline, middle finger in the air, against a Russian ship. It's a cool little magnet. It was fucking. It's cool getting some of the little shit like that. Like even Buhurt Tech, like my shield gauntlet that I got from Buhurt Tech because I fight southpaw, so I needed a right-handed shield gauntlet, which nobody fucking sells because who the fuck wears a shield on their right arm?
Hi.
I know half our fucking team.
Yeah.
Half our goddamn team is lefties. It's fucking weird. I'm not a natural lefty. I am a trained lefty. I broke my wrist, my right wrist. I don't like getting hit in it, so now I gotta switch back and forth because I've broken both my thumbs and caused nerve damage to both of them recently over the last 6 months, and so now both like dude, even doing strike drills with a fucking piece of rattan causes nerve pain in my thumbs. So I need to get better gauntlets that don't fucking hit me in the thumb and destroy them.
You needed a enclosed thumb.
Or I need to just not get fucking hit in the hand anymore.
Just don't block with your hands.
Dude, the last time it happened, I wasn't even blocking with my fucking hand. The one that happened, so this hand happened at Carnage, my left hand.
I fucking hate Curtis right now. I just want to say this.
but my left hand, my left thumb, I split the end of it. I got hit in the gauntlet, so it hit full steel. Because my gauntlets I have now from Andrei Glevsky are not full enclosed, but it wraps the tip of my thumb. It's just not enclosed on the bottom, so it still was full steel. Where I got hit. But when I got done with that fight, I took my gauntlet off, and my gauntlet was full of blood because it split the end of my thumb. I got hit so hard, and it split the bone, the tip of the bone in my finger. And that was I think his name's Eric.
Yeah. From
yeah,
Warpigs.
No, he's not from the
No.
War Pigs. He's from the other one.
He fought with the War Pigs, but he's
He
the
fought with
captain
the War Pigs.
of his own team
Yeah,
in a different area of
Santa
California.
Monica.
Santa Monica?
I don't know. But anyways, he fought. It was at Carnage. He fought with the War Pigs. He hit me with a big fuck off glaive.
Glaive.
I say glaive.
As it's
Fuck
a
it, I'm
two-handed
getting
falchion.
this glaive.
Also, buddy of mine, Lucas, thanks for raiding with 4 other people. Appreciate it, buddy. Hi, buddy. We're just sitting and chatting.
So I got hit in the fucking thumb with one of these. Right directly into the fucking tip of the thumb.
Yeah.
This is supposedly a glaive. That's not a glaive. That's a falcon. But potato.
Right. Hi, Stacy. We're being raided right now.
I see that. Hi, Stacy.
Stacy,
Whoever you are.
Lucas. A couple of my buddies that I play D&D with. And
Oh, hi, fellow nerds.
yeah. We actually will be playing P5 tomorrow at
Nice. See, I'm allowed to say fellow nerds. Obviously, besides the medieval steel
penises.
fighting shit, I have Gundam stuff here.
Yeah, 5:30 Eastern,
oh,
4:30
this way.
Central.
You see in the background here, that is an entire closet full of Gundam.
Yeah, they don't
model
see
kits.
that.
It's all off screen.
Yeah. I cropped it so I could have half the screen of you, half
Yeah.
the screen of me.
Yeah, we're literally sitting in my my little workshop area with all my Gundam stuff. So
Oh, there you go. There's your Gundam stuff.
yeah, there.
And then over your shoulder, like 8 boxes of
Yeah.
probably what, 20 boxes of Gundams?
Oh no, there's more than that. So a lot of those boxes have been broken down and they've been taken out of the box and put into a better bigger box to be able to store them in. So like, there's some of the cardboard boxes back there that have like 35 model kits in them, just not built.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm a giant nerd. I mean, fuck, here, prime example. Built-in paint booth with exhaust fan that is literally hard piped all the way up and out.
Yeah. Dude, I was saying some of the shit that Zach's painted over the years. Holy shit. You can kind of see him up over his upper shoulder on the shelf.
Yeah, there's a little shelf back up over here. Yeah, I mean, I was first and second place for Hobbytown Nationals for like overall category multiple years in a row. So
Yeah.
I used to do lots of painting, and then I started working out and fighting, and I have no time to paint things now.
No, because now it's everybody's, Zach, my stuff's broken. Can you fix it?
Yep, pretty much.
And I'm just like,
Why-
Zach, I have the stuff to do it. Teach me. Just give it to me. I'll do it. I'm like, okay. But I have a lot of the stuff to do it. It's just
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that skilled in it. You know,
a lot of it's hard to fuck up.
it is. But I want to say fuck Curtis because he posted in team chat pickled flavored ice pops, freeze pops.
Oh fuck yeah!
No,
Yes,
fuck that. Pickle flavored
Dude.
anything is gross.
pickle juice is great for you.
This is pickle flavored freeze pops.
Yeah, it's just pickle juice frozen.
Nah,
Yeah,
shit, gross.
I'm making you one,
Mhm.
and you're gonna eat it with me.
No.
Fine. We'll get pickled jalapenos, and we'll do pickled jalapeno flavored
No.
juice, like juice flavored.
I can't
freeze
do
pops.
anything pickled. It's the acidic fucks with my stomach.
Such a baby.
I know.
Such a baby.
I know. Did you see they have Peeps drinks
Yeah, no, fuck that.
What about Peeps cereal?
I mean, that's Lucky Charms. Like that's
Yeah.
like Lucky Charms for a while had the boxes that was just the marshmallows. So, like that's all that is.
You get one thing I want to get. I want to go back to eating Captain Crunch again.
Why? Do you hate the roof for your mouth? Like
Crunch berries?
this shit rips up the top of your mouth.
It soda runs, and I still eat those.
So I saw this thing on TikTok the other day because you're talking about cereal, and it was a Japanese kid, little like 4 or 5 year old kid, um, who was eating cereal. And in America, we get a bowl of cereal, put cereal in it, put the milk in it, or you put the milk in, put cereal in, whichever way you prefer to do it. Don't care either way.
Monsters.
But so in Japan, they don't eat things that way. Like you don't mix your sauces with it traditionally. You would take like your noodles and you would dip them into a separate bowl of sauce and then put them in your mouth. So this kid literally was getting a spoonful of dry cereal, dipping it in with the milk, and then eating it. And I was like, that's fucking ingenious. Your cereal never gets soggy. You have crunchy cereal every bite. And I was like, I feel uneducated and
Well,
like a
then you
Neanderthal.
just dirty more dishes, realistically.
So
Nah.
if it means having crunchy cereal, I will fucking dirty more dishes.
I kind of like soggy cereal.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Granted, I'm also the fucking weirdo that eats bran cereal. Like, not Raisin Bran, just bran. Like, not even the raisins in it, just the fucking cardboard flakes.
I like the Kick cereal
It's just puff sugar.
with no flavor. But you want squishy cereal.
No, you don't want squishy cereal. If I want squishy cereal, I'm going to eat oatmeal.
No, that's too much
Yes.
fiber. That tastes like cardboard.
Aaron, you've made a protein shake the way that I make mine. I
Yeah.
don't drink protein shakes. I eat them. Like, I have to physically chew it because it is so
You
thick.
do. 2 cups of whole oats. Holy crap. I almost made one to bring into practice for people to try it. And they're like, why is it so thick? It's like so thick. But I think whether it's next practice or next time we're together, I'm just going to make it, put it into a bowl, and bring a spoon for people to try it.
That's fine.
Because I'm like, it's thick. Like, the way that you do it is so thick.
It is. It is. But it's filling as fuck.
Oh, God, yeah. Like,
It's also like 1,500 fucking calories.
Oh. And, like, I need to find a bigger cup because the shaker that I have, I think can only hold 24 ounces.
Yeah. No,
And-
mine's literally the full fucking blender. I just literally stick a fucking spoon in the blender
Yeah.
and eat it out of that.
Yeah. But, like, I'll drink it on my way to work. So I'm like, all right. And it's literally that full cup plus a half a cup. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a lot. So.
So something else that I do, like when I used to work out at like 10, 11 o'clock at night and was there until like 1 in the morning, I'd come home and I'd always, like, obviously I need to eat after I get done working out. And I'd always want ice cream for some fucking weird ass reason at like 1 in the morning. I'd get home from a fucking big house and I'd be like, fuck, I want a bowl of ice cream. So you take your milk and your yogurt and stuff and put it in there and you mix in your protein powder and then you just jam the entire fucking blender full of ice and then blend it up to where it's a slushy and you basically just have fucking frozen slushy ice cream. It's so fucking good.
Huh.
Or if you want to make it really good, you just use an entire bag of frozen fruit, which kind of defeats the purpose of it because then it's just all sugar. But
Yeah. And which I got, so the bag of mixed fruit that I got was blueberries, strawberries, and then 2 different types of cherries.
okay, yeah.
So-
See, and like a lot of the berries aren't super bad for you, but like if you get like a lot of the ones, like I like the pineapple, I like frozen pineapple,
Yeah.
and like that's just jam packed full of fucking sugars. Which I mean isn't bad for you necessarily. Like natural sugars aren't bad. It's a lot of the additive sugars and stuff.
Right.
You know, it's like I've always told you since I've been helping you with like dietary stuff and like working out and everything. Like nothing you eat is inherently bad for you. I mean, obviously, if you're eating just straight fucking like bacon fat, like that's bad for you. If you're eating straight butter, that's bad for you. But like, I eat fucking pasta all the time. I love pasta. Like, I eat fucking, I eat ramen noodles. Like, you just don't use the sodium-filled packets. Make your own sauces.
Yeah.
Or there's a bunch of sauces I get from fucking Walmart that it's literally 5 calories per serving, and it's just a little bit. It's basically 1 gram of carbs.
That's not
You know,
the kitchen.
No, no,
Okay.
these are different ones that I found. They have like a teriyaki sauce. They have a sweet Thai chili.
Ooh.
They have a barbecue, like a barbecue Korean barbecue sauce. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, like an entire bottle of it is only like 185 calories for the whole fucking bottle of sauce. So you just
Hmm.
fucking dump the whole bottle on a goddamn thing of pasta.
Yeah. We'll have to go over more of those because,
Yeah, no,
like,
that's
there's a few of the kitchen ones that I really enjoy, and then they have a handful of them, and the other ones I'm like, eh. But the Jamaican jerk one, I absolutely
yeah, that
enjoy
one's
the
really
hell
good.
out of.
But no, so like one of the things that I've been doing a lot lately for like quick meals, if I have to like get home and like make something to eat, I literally will take a can of canned chicken, and then I make a portion of fucking whole grain uh, penne pasta. Fucking throw the chicken in there, throw some broccoli, some fucking spinach, and then like half a bottle of sweet chai like chili sauce. That shit's good as fuck.
Hmm.
And like the whole thing ends up being like 40 to 50 grams of fucking protein and only like 600 calories. So it's like fuck it.
Oh, it was the 27th.
Okay, yeah.
So it was.
I knew it was recently.
Well, damn. Next year. Next year we'll have to get Reese a plushie. A toothless plushie.
My earrings have left a giant indent in my fucking neck
Oh God.
because this headset is not big enough, so it like sits in the middle of my earrings. I got these
Ooh.
big ass fucking
Gauges.
my gauges, so it like literally fucking presses into my neck. It's like it's just like indents in my fucking neck.
Aw.
Ugh.
Well,
All right, so we're at 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Hey, Jared. Here you said I never joined a stream. Thank you, Jared. Jared is another guy who I play D&D with on Sundays in 2 different campaigns with Lucas, who spells his name with a K and not a C, but I give him a hard time and put a C in there anyway.
So it's Lucas, Luckas.
Yeah. That's how I normally spell it, and he's like, it's a K, not a C, you dick. I'm like, yeah, but you know I like to fuck with you. But I really don't think we've covered pretty much the rest of the year for our events, haven't we?
Yeah.
I don't think there's really a whole.
Outside random shit that's gonna pop up here and there, tournament
Yeah.
wise stuff like that. I need to get with Larry and Titov and figure out exactly when the other Buhurt League events are, because the only other one I know of right now is the Harambe Swords Out for Harambe.
Yeah.
I know there's other ones planned for. I think that's the only one planned for second season. So we just March 1st wrapped up the end of season 1. And then we had a 7-day break. March 7th started season 2, and I think that runs 3 months.
Okay.
And then we'll have another 7-day break. And all that really means for us is if you're dropping from a team, you can only drop during the downtime. So that 7-day time period is the only time you can drop.
Okay. So, question about that. So, if we wanted to fight New Order and also fight on the Chimeras, how would that work?
So the biggest thing with it is you can have mercs on a Buhurt League team, but you get docked points for it. So like if you looked at the rankings from Carnage, like Colorado placed really well in the rankings, but they were sitting lower than some of the other teams that didn't do as well. I think they were on par point wise with the Wyverns, who we only won one set of our 4 fights,
Yeah.
because they got docked points because they had mercs on their team, basically people that are not registered as a fighter for that team. And so that's the way it's handled. That's why we registered under the Wyverns for the first season. Curtis and I did, because it guaranteed that the Wyverns got the most points physically possible for being at an event.
Gotcha.
So if we were going to fight on both, it would be one of those things. It would either have to be separate seasons. So like second season, if we're doing Harambe, and we fight with New Order there, and then we go to season 3, and there's a tournament that we're not planning on taking New Order to, but Chimeras is going to, then we would drop from the New Order, and then we would register under the Chimeras. Now, that works for everybody now except for me. That does not work for me. Simply because I am the captain of the team. I'm the captain of the New Order. I'm the registered captain of the New Order. If I drop, I have to nominate somebody else as captain. And I don't know what their process is for me becoming captain again. That's something I need to look into.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, the biggest thing is, like, it's one of those things that, realistically, we're going to be trying and taking the New Order to as many of the Buhurt League events. Like I said, those take priority. So, with Chimeras, Chimeras will probably be more like AMCF, IMCF, ACS, shit like that. Just to not deteriorate points away from the other teams that people with the Chimeras fight with. Because like we have Spencer Rondell, we have a lot of the guys from Colorado, we have Santos from the War Pigs and stuff like that. So like we're not wanting to deteriorate and take away points from them on a Buhurt League standard, because especially with Carnage going to being a your ability to fight at Carnage being a thing that is going to be based off your Buhurt League standing. Obviously, any teams fighting within Buhurt League want to have the most possible points for the best chance to be able to fight at that event. So yeah, like I need to figure out what it means for captains on how that works. If I just have to nominate somebody else, and then like as captain, and then step down, whatever else. I don't know how that works.
Right.
The Buhurt League thing for me is all brand new. I mean, obviously this is our first year doing it. We're only 3 months into the year, still trying to get everything else. I mean, you saw the work I put in just trying to make sure that the 4 or 5 of us going to Carnage, it wasn't going to be an issue.
Yeah, and yeah.
And big shout out to fucking Larry, that helps organize and run like events like Carnage and shit like that. He's a very big advocator for the Buhurt League. He's with the Palmetto Knights, stuff like that. Like that man is a godsend to this fucking sport. He went from not knowing who I was, or only hearing about where I'd come from, where we like the team I was captaining at the time, being the Order of Wrath and stuff like that, and all the history with that team. And he reached out with a helping hand. He answered every fucking question I could have. He set me on the right track to make sure that we were doing the right things for the New Order going forward, and with trying to be a Buhurt League team, and all that. So like that man has gone above and beyond for this sport, and a huge fucking shout outs to him for that. I wish I could pronounce his last name, but I just fucking butcher it. So love you, Larry. Sorry. But like Boris from DFC is another one that's been a big help with that. Josh Kearney is another one that's in a lot of the Discords and a lot of the pages that I'm on, that drastically helpful with fucking everything. Those guys are doing great things for this fucking sport. I was hoping to be able to kind of go through that Dominus app, the Armored Combat Academy app, but like I said, I can't get my phone to fucking keep it open. It just I hit the registration button, try and put in my information to register, and it just fucking closes out the app on my phone.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I think it's trying to tell you need a new phone.
Quite possibly. I mean, this one's a year old. I got it last April.
That's it?
Yeah. It's also $120 phone. Like, it's a fucking $120 Walmart special. I don't buy expensive phones. I fucking break them.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I literally will be on my phone, I'll check something, I'll be at the gym, and I just fucking drop it and, like, kick it to the side. Like, fuck it. Or, like, we'll be at an event, and I go to get armor on, I pull all my armor out, lay it out, to go get it on, I throw my fucking phone in the box. I get done fighting, and I'm like, fuck this, I need out of this shit. I take my armor off, I throw it on top of the box, and I'm like, oh, fuck, my phone's in there. And it's all fucking cracked and broken, and I don't know if you can see it. Like, my phone is...
Oh, yeah.
destroyed. The entire screen is just fucked and cracked. So...
Yeah. Well, I think that's... I don't have anything else. And I know we covered our events for the rest of the year. We've talked about our new helmets. We've talked about, random stuff. We got raided by Lucas and his group.
Yay, super nerds.
Yay. Now I want ice cream.
I got cookies and cream upstairs.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream all day.
Oh, yeah. The good shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got nothing else. I don't... Pickle flavored. No. No.
Fuck yeah.
No.
Make me a pickle float, man. Chocolate ice cream and pickle juice.
I was going to say, I'll make you a little pickle float.
I don't need your fucking pickle float. Nobody needs that shit.
You just asked for it.
No, I asked for Cody's pickle float.
Oh, I see how it is. You want to be able to magically fly, too. Just think of happy thoughts.
Yeah, I ain't got none of those left.
No.
I just realized something, too. Like,
Whoa.
looking at the screen, you can see my scar. You can see where it cuts through my...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I've got a scar somewhere on my eye. Yeah, there. Right there.
Hey, I got one of those too, right there. Yeah, it's harder to see now.
Yeah, I see it.
That's why that kids is why you don't fuck around with two-handed maces on rubber tires when you're shit-faced drunk.
Yeah, I remember that.
And fucking hit that thing and it bounced back and cracked me in the goddamn eye socket.
Yeah. Buddy of mine bashed my head into a old school radiator. Back in high school.
Fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna hop off here.
All right.
Take care of.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap or
Take a nap. It's fucking 10:45 at night. Go to fucking bed.
No, I'll take a nap. I need to finish playing Cookie Clicker.
Oh God.
Game. So, if anybody wonders and are friends with me on Discord, Cookie Clicker's always running. Like, I might not be home, but Cookie Clicker will be running. It's just one of those games I let running in the background, and it's currently running right now.
All right, buddy.
So,
I love you, buddy. I'll see you later this week.
All right. Let me know what's a good day so we can come over and get my helmet situated, and if I need to bring anything.
Yeah, I'll look at scheduling. I don't know what the kids have going on this week, so
okay.
I'll let you know.
All right.
All right. Later, bud.
Bye. Good night, Rufio. And then that's my picture on Discord. Woots, woots. I could have just done this. Cut over back to this bad boy. But, yeah, that was us talking about our events. Thanks, Zach, for coming and joining me today. Didn't have anything planned, really. So, glad everybody was out here watching us, talking and having a good time. And if you guys ever have questions, message me, whether it's through Instagram, if you find me on Facebook. But eventually I will have a Discord server up. I think that's how you phrase it. And hopefully I'll be able to run that as well and update people on, different people's events, things that other people want to go to. Our different people's merchandise stores. Once we get ours up, I'll have that up and running. Events, next I'll have, a list of who will be on the show next. If you just want to come on and hang out with me while on stream, let me know. I will gladly bring you on with me and, allow you to take a look on the side of our things that we do. And if you have questions, ask. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope y'all have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.